wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. No. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow. To the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find no better one. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Ooh. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find a better one. Ooh. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. It's not a problem. No. 'Cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow. To the edge of it all. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good night. 'Cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Yeah.
Shout out to all you men and ladies. If you dare to come, dare to tread on this channel. Glad to see you all here on a Sunday evening. My name is Andre of Andre and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders. Hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This is a great day. And we got a great topic from Saint Kevin Samuel himself. And this topic is about when it comes to marriage. When it comes to marriage, whether you guys want to get married in the States or remain married in the States, that is no problem. That's a great achievement if that's what your plans are. Now, remember, on this channel, we often talk about the fact that, hey, if you get married in the States, you got to get married to the laws in the States as well. Be prepared for that. But Kevin Samuels also left tips for individuals on what to do, who to marry when you are looking for foreign women. Yes, several times throughout his show, Kevin Samuels mentioned the value of certain types of women, and many of them were, majority where you'll find in foreign countries. So we're going to talk about that tonight and listen to what St. Kevin had to say in regards to marrying local women or women from your local country versus marrying women in other countries. Shout out to all you guys out there. I didn't get the shout outs to, I didn't even send out the invitations to everybody. So let me go ahead and do that for some guys as well. But shout out to all you guys that are here. Glad to see you all here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out for you guys with the Cash App Super Chat team. Glad to see that you guys are here. Let's get started. We got my brother Will started right out the gate with the 20,000 Colombian pesos, as well as $10 on PayPal going towards the Children's Cancer Foundation fundraiser that we're having. Appreciate you, brother. Glad to see that you are supporting what we do here on the channel. Glad to see that you're here. And he says this: salutations, Andre and Andrea, and chat fam. He said, smash the like button. Please support the Cali Children's Hospital and Cancer Foundation. We've been doing a fundraiser for about a month. In a few days, we got almost a week and a half left of our fundraiser. Goal is 2,000. We're at least 1,500. I'm sorry, 1,300 right now. So shout out to all you guys that have been supporting the last month plus with this fundraiser. By the way, of Cash App and PayPal, Kevin Samuels was the truth. Yes, sir. He was the truth. Glad to see you guys here. And let me scroll down to the comments once again. And well, that's just automatic on the live. But Flicky Sticky is number one for the night. Glad to see that you're here. He said, Dre, I'm here for all the smoke. Plus, it's Sunday, and I ain't got ish to do. There we go. You ain't got no job, like Smokey would say. Shout out to David Dice of the Dice family being in the building. David says, interracially marriage and dating has always been better and healthier and more productive. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Dave, being here. Glad to see you here. Let me scroll back up here. We go here and back here. Don't want to miss anybody. Okay, cool. All right, we got 43 in the building thus far. Shout out to all you guys. He said, let's scroll down. He said, Kenny, you got Kenny Peoples in the building. I got a lot of comments from Kenny. So Kenny says this. He said, good morning, everyone. To you, Dre, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to all you guys out there as well. He said, I think that your wife may have been here tonight because she specialized on how to find wives on her channel as well. Yes, Andrea's channel, Andrea Wallace TV. We're going to drop the link to that channel in a bit. And she does do videos on how to find love in Latin America. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Let's scroll down a little further. We got Style King Marco in the building. Yes, sir. He said winter is here. It's official, gentlemen. Winter is here for these ladies. Yes, sir. We got my brother Simple Logic representing as well for them VA boys. Yes, sir. The VA boys in the building, as well as my man Paper Route Stacked in the building. Glad to see you here. He said, what's up, fellas? What's up to you too, man? We're having a great evening. We got a great live stream going on. My man Bean in the building. He said, hello. How are you doing, Andre, on this blessed Sunday night? I'm having a great night, man. Me and Andre had a Bible study last night, man. Really, really good Bible study. We always have Bible studies. But we had a really good one last night, man. So shout out to you, girl, Andrea. And my man, Derek Wee. And Derek says this. He says, good morning from the warm, nice Bangkok, Thailand. Good morning to all you guys out there in Thailand, the Philippines, says our brothers, Ronin Travelers, as well as the rest of you guys that are hanging out there in Southeast Asia. Looking forward to meeting up with you guys someday soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. Got my brother T-Mac. Salute to you as well, as he says salute to all. And once again to my brother Will. Appreciate you, Will, for all the support. And salute to our brother who I was just talking about, Ronin Travelers in the building. Love Crossing Brothers said, my brother Dre said, good morning from the Philippines. He said, I will catch the replay because I'm looking forward to hearing this conversation. Yes, sir. And we will be discussing tonight the ladies in the Philippines, because those are the type of ladies that Kevin Samuels was talking about. A lot of times guys didn't listen to Kevin. Kevin was giving tips on foreign women just as much as he was trying to help out the domestic women. So shout out to Kevin. And yes, sir, look forward to you watching the replay. Shout out to the replay crew. Yes, sir, out there. Let me scroll down again. We got Zeta in the building. Hola, brother. Hola, gentlemen. Yes, sir. What in the top? Don't get me to crying up in here. You know how family do you. You know how family will do you. Shout out to my big brother / cousin, Mike Johnson of the Johnson family. Shout out to Mike being here. And I was thinking to myself tonight, I kid you not, I didn't get a chance to send everybody an invitation because I was just so busy editing the video that we're about to watch. And I was like, man, this would be a good one for Mike to watch. I say, man, I get a chance to see. I said, well, when I get this, is what I'm thinking while I'm over the last 2 minutes. I said, when I slow things down, I'm gonna go ahead and send Mike a link. And praise the Lord that Mike is here with us this evening. Happy New Year, family. Happy New Year to you and the rest of the family back home, man. Glad that you're here. Shout out to my brother, all the guys that I was hoping that would be here are here. This is a married men extravaganza. Shout out to Jay Clyde being here. I'm glad all the guys that I was thinking about when I was putting together this particular episode, I'm glad y'all here, including Jay Clyde. Yes, sir. You guys are blessing my evening. Yes, sir. Bobby Space. What? That ain't Bobby Coltrane. That is the Bobby Space Ghost in the building. Glad to see you here, brother. He said checking in from Montevideo, Uruguay. Man, I don't know what y'all doing lately, but it's a lot of you brothers that's been heading down to Uruguay. Y'all better leave Uruguay alone. You know Trump trying to take over Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia. He done already stole Venezuela. Don't know what he gonna do with it, but he just gonna steal it. Oh man, Uruguay, man. And Uruguay is one of the easiest places in the world to get your second passport. Super easy. Super easy. He said, I hope everyone is doing well. Going back to the States, then doing my Asian tour once my permanent residency kicks in June of 2026. Y'all inspire me. Yes, sir. As you guys know, I'm always talking about that I get my Colombian citizenship this year. So I'm working on that. You guys are working on permanent residency, which is just as powerful as a citizenship. I kid you not. The difference between having a residency in a country and citizenship, now that I experience it, the only difference is you get a passport with residency and you get the right, with citizenship, and you get the right to vote with citizenship. So the passport and the right to vote. But I kid you not, basically all the rights that I have as a resident, I would have as a citizen. Maybe a little bit more medical, but I already have medical insurance here, so that's no big deal. I already have life insurance here, so that's no big deal. I have the right to, like right now as a resident, I can file for Social Security benefits here in South America to where I can start putting towards Social Security, which is a pension here in Colombia. I can start doing that. I can do the business loans. I can do everything that a regular Colombian can do other than get a passport and vote. So shout out to all you guys that are working on getting your residency. Even if you don't get your citizenship, that is just as valuable in most of these countries as a citizenship. I'm getting my citizenship because I'm trying to collect these passports, because after I get my passport for Colombia citizenship, 2 years later I can get my citizenship for Spain. So bada bing, bada boom. So that your boy had 3 passports within the next 5 years. And so some of these passports that were, and this doesn't even go with the ancestry DNA. Once I do a background check on a 23andMe and find out what country in Africa or countries in Africa I have DNA, and then I could get a passport in those countries, automatic citizenship. It depends on which country it is. So there are so many ways for us to get more than one passport. And the way that the world is looking today, yeah, you might want to think about doing your ancestry.com and having at least an extra passport the way that the world is looking. Shout out for you inspiring all of us as well, brother. Once again, shout out to my brother Will. Appreciate you, brother, and all that you do. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. Tevin King in the building. Happy Sunday. Shout out to you, Tev. Glad to see that you're here. Straighten up that second camera right there. All right. Glad to see that you're here. And shout out to all you guys that are watching the live stream itself over the vertical, as well as us that are watching the horizontal. Shout out to you guys. He said, I hope everybody had a good Sunday dinner. We did, man. Me and Andrea, we love to go to restaurants that are themed from different countries. So today we went to a restaurant that is inspired by Spain and Spain's recipes. Oh my goodness, that food was good, man. That food was amazing. So when you go to these other countries, man, make sure you try some of the cuisines. Like here in Colombia, in Cali, at least in Cali, you've got so many Spain-inspired restaurants, Middle Eastern Arabic restaurants that are here in Cali. We've got a few Asian. We got the anime restaurant. We got an anime restaurant that's huge. It's really nice. If you like anime, like I do, we have restaurants that are Argentinian themed, Uruguay, Paraguay themed cuisines, especially all you guys that like good steaks. And I kid you not, when they serve those Argentinian steaks, because we know that Argentinian steaks are considered some of the best meat in the world, dude, it's like they serve the Flintstones, gigantic steaks, man. I kid you not. I don't eat steaks, but for those that do, bruh, Argentina, whenever you get a chance, enjoy some Argentina food and Peruvian seafood. You'll love it. You'll love it. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to my brother Jason being in the building. Glad to see that you're here, brother. Yes, sir. Jason says this. He said, what up, Dre? He said in chat, he said, brothers, continue to be in motion forward. Yes, sir. Motion forward. He's absolutely correct. Everything is not going to go perfect when you are relocating or planning to relocate within 5 years, 5 months, or 15 years. Everything is not going to go perfect in life. But even with those bumps in the roads, he's absolutely correct. Continue to move forward. I kid you not. Continue to move forward. And David says this. He said, Dre, real quick, what's going on in Venezuela? Okay, let me change the music up. Let me give you guys a quick synopsis because Venezuela is right next door anyway, right? So this is what we're looking at with Venezuela. Venezuela is going to have a puppet put in place. I believe it's a female president that Trump has been supporting. She was the female that won the Nobel Peace Prize and things like that. So I think that's who they're going to prop up as president in Venezuela. Now, as for the people, Trump and America ain't about to do ish for Venezuela. I'm going to say this again. Do not expect Venezuela to open its borders immediately. Don't expect Venezuela's crime to go down. Don't expect that. All you guys that think that now America is running it, is going to be safe. No. I already did my homework on how America treats countries that it takes over or that it causes a coup or oust. America, okay, think about it. Did Honduras get better after America did what it did in Honduras? What about Nicaragua? Didn't get better? Didn't get better at all, did it? What about Iran? Remember the battle between the Shah of Iran in the 80s? Did it get better in Iran? Oh, it didn't? What about when the people were dancing in the streets in Iraq when Saddam got arrested? Did Iraq get better? It didn't? Any of the countries in South America that America at one point in time tried to overthrow or had a part in changing the balance, did it get better? America just gave $40 billion to Argentina. Did Argentina get better? It didn't. Don't expect Venezuela to get better. Only 3 countries in U.S. history that America put its 2 cents in that got better. And that was because other countries, for the most part, were involved too. Germany, America was in part of a world war, and Germany got better because America put money into it and all these other countries did. Japan, after the bomb Japan, America and other countries put money into it. In Panama, and that was because America wanted Panama to break away from Gran Colombia and build the Panama Canal. Other than that, those 3, every country America has dared to overthrow. Did Libya get better? Remember that? Did Libya get better? No, it didn't. Libya's still the same, huh? America was kept sending assassins over there to assassinate every time they had a leader, didn't they? Didn't get better, did it? So stop looking for Venezuela to get better if America has a track record of, on its own, not getting countries better. Okay? Let's get that one out the way. So no, Venezuela is not about to get better overnight. The inflation is still going to be the same. America, this is what Trump and them plan on doing. Put in a puppet president. Take over all of the oil, which is not the best oil in Venezuela. That's why most of it is still in the ground. But take over its refineries. They already are trying to kind of like do friendly business with Guyana. So everything with Guyana in the United States has been kind of like friendly. So it's been good. But America just plans on extracting as much as it can, as many resources as it can, draining the people, and have no plan. And I literally mean this. Trump has no blueprint, no plan for doing anything to improve the infrastructure, the laws, the safety, as well as the economic structure of Venezuela. The goal was always to go in, kidnap, because that's what they did. That's what they did. They kidnapped the dude. The dude committed no crimes directly to the United States, not a one. Venezuela is not that big of a drug dealer. It really isn't. It really isn't. And so to kidnap this dude as if he was Pablo, now the people are dancing in the streets. He's been the president for 13 years. Maduro in Venezuela. He's out. Right now you're seeing Venezuelans around the world dancing in the streets, and people from Iran and Iraq are dancing with them. We support you getting rid of that dictator. You've got Cuba celebrating all right. Celebrating. Same thing that those same countries that are dancing right now are the same countries that America overthrew their so-called dictator. And those countries are still struggling 10, 15, 20 years later after America overthrew their dictators or leaders, including Libya. I know a lot of you guys want to visit visit Venezuela. You want one of those gorgeous Venezuelan sisters and ladies out there because they're so beautiful. I got you. If it were me, I would still only date Venezuelan women in Colombia. If you think that you're about to go over to Venezuela and just pull you a bunch of Venezuelan chicks and be partying all night, the way that the crime is still the way that it is, the way that the infrastructure is the way that it is, and the way that the situation is, and the President Trump has no plans on improving that country, go and take it over there if you want to. Go ahead. Y'all know I live here. It ain't like I visit. I live right next door and I see these Venezuelans. I'm happy that I'm happy that Maduro is gone. I am not happy in how United States did it. That was illegal. But the part that's going to be sad is in the next 5 years, you guys are going to see that it's not going to improve. America has never improved a country. We drain countries. Our job is not to improve it. And if you guys know a country other than Panama, Germany, or Japan that America put its hand into and it got better, put it in the comment section. Not a one. Not one of them. They got better over time on their own. That's just progression. But I'm talking about, like, you can sit back and point your finger and say, if it wasn't for America, that wouldn't have happened in this country, or this wouldn't have happened, or that improvement wouldn't have happened, or this improvement wouldn't. Not a one. Iran and Iraq still suffering. Still suffering. But America said they overthrowing a dictator. No, America goes, we drain, and we don't care anything about the people. We care nothing about the Venezuelans. Nothing. And half of y'all don't care nothing about the Venezuelans. Let's be real. You just want to go smash Venezuelans. Let's be real with it. Y'all don't care about Venezuela. You might want to go there to visit. You should have went to Curacao Island like me and Andrea did, right off the coast of Venezuela. We had a great time. But no, you want to go to Venezuela just to party and to smash chicks. Nothing wrong with that. And I'll say this again, nothing wrong with that. But let's be real. You don't give a damn about the Venezuelan people. You don't care nothing about the Venezuelan people. You just want to go to a country, beat the coochies up, party all night, and leave. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but let's not pretend that you give a damn about the Venezuelan people. Because Trump doesn't. Americans doesn't. Americans don't, because we don't know anything about other countries. So I give America grace, because anything our politicians say, we fall for it, because we don't do any homework about any other country outside of our own anyway. So I understand that. Most Americans didn't even know Venezuela was in South America. That's how naive most Americans don't even know Argentina is in South America. They don't know where Uruguay and Paraguay is. Most Americans do. Ask the average American where Chile is, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Panama. You ain't got to make it hard for the average American. You're not going to say, where is Suriname, French Guyana. You ain't got to make it hard. They barely know where Brazil is. So if politicians could just say, hey, we're about to invade Venezuela. Okay. That's the mindset of most Americans. There's a dictator over there. Okay. That's it. That's it. But if you think that Trump gives a damn about Venezuelan people and you seeing all these people dancing in the streets, don't let that first week of dancing fool you. We've seen this over and over and over again in my lifetime. And I have not seen America improve any country that it calls itself overthrowing their leader. Yeah, I've heard some good things about Uruguay too. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Shout out to Zeta in the building. Shout out to Zeta. Yeah, but that's my commentary, that one moment commentary. Shout out to Twan being here in regards to Venezuela and what's going on. It's just going to be something that you're going to have to be patient with. I hope it gets better for the people. I don't care about America getting more oil. Okay, here's the plan. Since we want to talk, let's talk. Let's take a few seconds out and talk about what's really about to take place over the next 3 years. As long as President Trump's health is okay, this was about to happen in the next 3 years. Y'all ready? America's going to bring most of its troops back to the Western Hemisphere. America has decided, under the auspices of Commander-in-Chief President Trump, he said that, listen, we're going to start pulling our troops out of this country, that country, our ships. Think about it. A third of the U.S. Navy is off the coast of Venezuela. A third of the U.S. Navy is off the coast of South America. U.S. does not have any pull in Africa the way that it did at one point in time doing. What about in Asia? I'm not talking about having military bases in locations. Do we have that type of pull like we used to in Asia? No. What about in Europe? No. So the only place that President Trump and others feel that they can have some type of ruling and control the lithium that's in Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay, because Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina have 60% of all lithium in the world. I don't know if you guys knew that. 60% of all lithium in the world comes from Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. For your cell phones, for your batteries, things like that, right? So they figure if we can control the lithium that China will need, and the oil that goes back and forth between Venezuela and China, and then bring Colombia back to being Republican, because this president that Colombia has right now, Petro, is our first Democratic president. Colombia has never had a Democratic president. and they do not like Petro, and the election is up in May anyway, so he can't run another term. So Colombians are thinking to go back to Republicans. Only one problem: the guy that's in head of the race for the Republicans, he thinks like Maduro. So Colombia wants to go back to being Republican, but they like, man, we don't want a Maduro type dude. So that's the challenge with Colombia. So what America is really trying to do, from Greenland all the way from past Canada, all the way down to because America is about to get into a beef with Denmark over Greenland, all the way down to Mexico, all the way down to Central America, all the way down to South America. America wants to control this hemisphere. That's why America is pulling most of its military towards this way. America is saying, President Trump is saying, listen, we're not going to have our military spread all over the place anymore. We're going to control this particular part of the hemisphere. And if we can dictate this part of the hemisphere, then we can control the world, because we cannot keep up with China in regards to the growth of military. Because if you want to be for real, America's military is on a decline as far as people are recruiting them, being recruited. It's on a decline. But we're using more technology and drones and things like that. But at the end of the day, America is trying to get as many South American countries to have puppets as presidents as possible. That's what America's doing right now. So all you guys, and this is going to be like and remember I said this, because this is going to be like a 10, 15 year journey. You're not going to see this overnight. You're going to notice it taking place over the next 5 to 10 to 15 years, that America is literally trying to take over this whole hemisphere. This whole hemisphere. And that's why you got countries that are even considering coming together as a military. You got right now, there are whispers behind the scenes of Mexico, Brazil, and Colombia coming together as a military might. Because America thinks that it can bully all the countries. And these countries are starting to realize, if we come together, we might have a chance to keep America from assuming that they can do to us like they did to Venezuela. So these rumbles have been going on for the last 6 months between Mexico, Colombia, and Venezuela. And in Brazil. And the crazy part is, they used to call Colombia the Israel of South America. That's how close Colombia and the United States used to be at one point in time. Buddies. And now, same thing with Venezuela. Venezuela was the one that provided all the oil during World War II. Let's think about it. Venezuela and America used to be like this. Partners. And you see all this take place. So yeah. Shout out to my man MAB. I knew that was MAB in the building. Shout out to all you guys that are here too. The MAB experience. He said if we kick our fat people out of the military, we'll even be more screwed. See, those are the things that I didn't know about. Salute OG Andre in the chat. Salute to you, brother, with the $10 love. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness gracious, we got 107 people in here. We're about to enjoy some Kevin Samuels, guys. We're about to enjoy our brother Saint Kevin Samuels and his advice on international marriage versus domestic marriage. I'll say this again, there's nothing wrong with finding a good woman in the United States. There are some amazing women in the United States. Here's the problem. When it comes to marriage in the United States, it's not so amazing. You got 50 states that have 50 laws that will come against you as a man in marriage. If you're married for over 10 years, that woman is in the United States. You can look it up. It's on the IRS website. If you are married over 10 years and she does not remarry, she gets a part of your Social Security, Michael. Andre, and all you other men that were married over 10 years in the States. Yes. Now, most women don't know this, but probably over time, women will tell each other. But it's been like that for years. If your woman doesn't remarry, even if you remarry, and like I said, you can look this up on the IRS or Social Security website if you want to. That woman gets a portion of your Social Security if she does not remarry. So, yeah, it's crazy. Let me scroll down, make sure I got everybody. Jason, I think I got Jay in the building. Jay said, "What up, Dre?" Oh, I got this one. Shout out to Jay in the building. And shout out to African Wolf, the African Wolf, my favorite YouTube name. Peace to everyone. Like I said, I might not get a chance to get to everybody like my man Garfield in the building. Shout out to you. Rafi being in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Us glasses wearing brothers. He says this. He said, "What's up, Dre?" He says, "Salute to you, Andre, and the chat from Speedway, Indiana." Yes, sir. Them Indiana boys. My old turf. So he say, so how are you saying passports are country specific? So are you saying passports are country specific? Yes. I'm saying that it depends on whatever country that you're getting your passport from. Like I said, many of us could use Ancestry DNA, Ancestry.com or 123andMe. And there are countries that will allow you to use that DNA results to prove that you are part of the continent of Africa, which many of us know, and what country you're from. And many of those countries are allowing you to come back. And I've had a few guys already had done this. Get your citizenship in that country without even living there. And they went back there. They did go for like a ceremony. The guys went back for a ceremony and got their passports. And like I said, this is not something I heard. This is something that I know. I know these guys that have done this. So you can get a passport that way. As for me, my wallet is in my pocket. Once I get my Colombian citizenship, and for many guys such as T-Mac and others, Jay Clyde, once we get our citizenship, we no longer need to use our Colombian passport to go around go around South America, or our Colombian passports, because there's a treaty in South America that we can use our ID. So we could go, once we get our citizenship, we can go to, just with our ID, we can go to any country in South America, except for Venezuela, the way that it is right now. But we go to any country, the other 11 countries in South America with our ID, stay there as long as we want, start businesses, own property, all of that. One of you guys mentioned it the other day. It is the Mercosur agreement, MERCOSUR, Mercosur, if I pronounced it correctly. If I didn't, blame it on my head, not my heart. It's called the Mercosur agreement between South America. It's almost like how the Europeans have an agreement among countries. Once you get a passport for one country, it kind of takes care of like 16, 17 other countries, and you don't need to use anything else. It's the same thing in South America. Just with my ID, I can go to 11 other countries and just do business, live there. I don't have a limitation, none of those things. So shout out to, getting your citizenship in South America. Shout out to all you guys. So these are little, words of encouragement. He said, "Dre, you had my hopes up." No, it's gonna take years, man. It's go for Venezuela. He said Venezuelan women have been known for their beauty and in modeling. Yes, man, dude, I won't lie. The finest women I've seen. And Brazil got some fine ones. Colombian, them Philippine women, them Japanese and Thai women, them Eastern Europe women, I give it to, but them damn Venezuelans, them some bad, dude, them women own the word gorgeous. And I'm talking about average, everyday Venezuelans. I saw one Venezuelan chick, true story, before we go to the video. I tell you how beautiful these women are. I saw a Venezuelan chick on TikTok. She was at home, right? Just regular t-shirt, jeans, cute. Nothing special about her regarding Venezuelan standards. Dude, how come she got a visa to go to the States? How come she wasn't even there a couple of months and got a modeling contract? In the States, she's a 13. In Venezuela, she's a 7. Them women don't win Miss Universe for no reason. They are, dude, have you seen some of the black Venezuelans, the Afro Venezuelans? Man, they fine too. And then in the bedroom, Venezuelan women ain't got no competition, bruh. They don't have any comp in that bedroom. Their competition is none. They perform, bruh. He said, false. I work with Venezuelans. Tell me what's false, Charles. Talk to us. Tell us what's false. Let us know, Charles. Shout out to you being in the building, brother. Let me scroll down and let's get started with the video. I see all you guys are in the building. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody for our super chats. And let's get ready to get started. Oh, you were saying this? Yeah, these. Shout out to my man, Master Thriller. These are some of the countries that are the only ones in Africa at this time, as far as citizenship is concerned. He said, "I'm waiting on my results from Benin." All right, or BN. Thanks for letting us know, brother. Let us know when you get your results too. How everything works itself out. He said, "I got my permanent residency in August." He said, "Then I have to wait 2 años for my citizenship." Yep, I gotta wait 2 years. Now, T-Mac, let me know why you get 2 years. Because of fatherhood? Because your daughter is in Colombia, you're a Colombian parent? Is that why yours is 2 years? Because that for guys that don't know, if I guess I'm going to go with your daughter. I guess if you don't have a child in Colombia or you're not married in Colombia, you have to wait the 10 years. 5 years before you can get your citizenship. So if you have a visa here, a permanent visa in Colombia, but it's business, you got to wait 5 years. If it's if you got a retirement visa, you got to wait 5 years from the point of getting your permanent visa to citizenship. But because, if I'm not mistaken, T-Mac is a father here, and because I'm married here, our time length shortens to 2 years. And since mine was March 5th, 2024, my 2 years are up March 5th, 2026. So shout out to you guys in regards to that. Oh, you say yes because of the parenting? Okay, cool. Yes, I was wondering what it was. Okay, cool. Yeah, normally it's 5 years. Absolutely correct. Normally it's 5 years from the time you get your permanent visa to where you can apply for your citizenship. He said, I want to keep men here on. He said, I want to keep men here who pay child support. Oh, that's what they want to do. They want to keep the fathers there that pay child support. He said, my baby mama had to submit a letter that I support the child financially. Oh, cool. I didn't even know that. The things we learn. Let's get ready to pull up the video with our brother Kevin Samuels. But before we do then, we're doing some clones of the night. Clones. The clone that I'm wearing tonight is called Kismet. It's called Kismet Cologne. It is a clone. It is by Maison Alhambra. They got a good collection. Kismet is a very heavy, solid bottle, magnetic top, very magnetic top, a very solid, good cologne. Very I don't want to say it's floral because I don't want to say flowery, but it is. Let's put it like this: it is a very masculine scent. It does not smell gourmandy. In other words, like all these colognes that's coming out that smell like different type of foods, or wines. This is a very masculine cologne. It's called Kismet, Kismet. It is a clone of YSL's. Let me look that up. This is a clone of this is a clone of YSL Tuxedo. That's what this is. A clone of YSL Tuxedo. So if you not want to spend $150 on YSL Tuxedo, Kismet is a very good clone. Another clone of YSL is the clone of YSL Myself. And this is the Nitro brand. Nitro. And this is a silver one. It is Nitro Elixir. And the brand is called, it's called Dumont. Dumont has great clones, just great clones. And this one, extremely fire, very clean. This going to the club suits. This is a great sex scent. It's not overbearing. It is extremely, this grown man cologne. And YSL Myself is an excellent clone. So if you get a chance to get Nitro Elixir, and it's only $30, both of these are like $25-$30 each, instead of paying $150-$200 for the originals, go for it. Go for it. These are excellent clones. Yeah, the YSL Tuxedo is bananas. Bananas, I tell you. He said, Kenny People says, if you get a residency, what country would you most likely would qualify to let you say, okay, what country would you most likely would qualify for, let's say, Georgia? It depends. It depends, because residency only allows you to be qualified. You're at the highest level of visas. Just in case you guys wonder what the residency is mean that you don't, for that country or that island, you never have to fill out another visa. You reach the peak of visahood. That's what getting your residency is. It means that you don't have to fill out any visas, while everybody else got to fill out a visa once a year, every 2 years. You don't have to do that ever again. So that's, T-Mac doesn't have to do that. J. Clyde doesn't have to do that. I don't have to do that. My man Los, Crypto King, he doesn't have to do that. And a lot of you guys that have your residency in other countries don't have to do that. So the next step for us is citizenship, if we want that. And then citizenship opens up doors to other countries. But residency is just basically for that country. Yeah, you basically live there. Yeah, you basically live there. He said, I've been in Lattafa colognes, need to get my stock back up. Yeah, I got a bunch. We let's not get started with colognes tonight. We got a cologne episode coming up real soon. But yeah, I love Lattafa, man. Love me a Lattafa brand. Let's get started with the video, gentlemen. Okay, last question. Shout out to Zay showing us the great videos where he is in the WhatsApp group. Shout out to you. Zay says this: how much is the normal child support payment for a man paying in Colombia? T-Mac, T-Mac, this is a question for you, brother. How much would you say the average child support payment is for a person in Colombia that's of American descent? Let's put it like that. Let's say you're an American, you make about $50,000 a year. How much do you think, T-Mac, a person will be paying in child support if they had a child here in Colombia? And I know that's why I kind of gave a scenario that it depends. Could you create a scenario for us? Like I said, my scenario is like the guy's making $50,000 a month. He has one daughter, such as you have, and so be it. You know, like that. What do you think that it might be if he's making 50,000 USD? And because I don't know yet. I don't know. He wants a Colombian baby mama. I don't know, but inquiring minds want to know. Okay, there we go. Theo, not Theo, but T-Mac says this. He said it depends on the. That's true. That's true. He said for an American, I'm going to explain what he means, guys. He said for an American, probably between $300 to $500 a month in child support. That's true. It depends on the estrados, where or level of the mother. So if the mother's from the hood, you will pay less because she lives in the less, she's in zone 1. Colombian dudes don't usually pay any child support. That's true too. That's true too. Yeah, Colombian mothers aren't famous for taking fathers to child support court. They aren't famous for that. That's a U.S. thing. Sorry, guys. But yeah, if you get a broke chick pregnant and she's from a broke location, child support will be a little lower. But if you get a woman from zone 5, zone 6, which is the higher area, she's an educated woman, or she's in school, or she comes from an affluent family, you end up paying just, maybe the $500 a month for the child. So you're absolutely correct. It does depend on the estrada or the level of the mother. He said usually $50,000 or 50,000 pesos, which would be like a week for Colombian dudes. Okay, so that would be, goodness gracious, that's like, divide that by 4. He's only paying like $17. Wait a minute, not even that. He's paying like $12 a week in child support, $13 a week in child support. The average Colombian dude, yeah. He said, I know, he said, Americans, I know, just negotiate with the mother. I did know that too. Like in the States, they don't allow you to negotiate, but here in Colombia, they allow you to negotiate. Yeah, those 50,000 pesos, guys, not dollars, but pesos. So that's like $13, $14. No, wait a minute. Times 4 is 15. 4 times 15 is 45. So therefore it is, so 15, but it's about like 16 bucks a week. Okay. Yeah, that's Colombian pesos. Good question, guys. That was a good question. That's what the average Colombian dude is paying. 16 bucks a week in child support. Y'all have y'all kids in the wrong country. Y'all have y'all kids in the wrong country, fellas. Okay, let's pull up the video. Get started with St. Kevin.
A woman and a 21-year-old man, who has the higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman.
25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The woman again.
A 30-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
The 35-year-old man and a 35-year-old woman, who has a higher sexual marketplace value?
The man.
And as I keep going in 5-year increments, will women ever overtake a man's sexual marketplace value?
Not in the long term, no.
No. Will it grow at a steady rate, or will it get exponentially larger? Meaning a 50-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman, will they have the same difference between them as a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman, or will it be greater?
It'd be greater.
Thank you. So by math, you've just said women have roughly a 10-year period before their value dips below.
I'm just tired of these females who cooked after 30. I'm going to say it like that. Cooked.
Okay, so you're personally attacking me, so I would like to know.
How am I attacking you?
Because I'm after 30, so I'm cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen,
I'm crying.
yes, dog. Listen, dog. Guys is over here like, your prime is 25 to 30. Let's keep it 100. And after 34, 35, man, think about this. When I cook some food, all right, it's cooked, right? Now I ate some, then it's leftovers. Then I put it in the refrigerator. After so many days, you got to throw it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long do Thanksgiving food last after Thanksgiving? How many days we giving it? 3? Then you throw it out. So that means if you cooked at 30, 35, we got to throw it out.
I want y'all to notice this happy man here in a happy relationship with a loyal wife that was a fiance, that was a girlfriend, with their kid. The 7s and 8s are better wives than the 8s to 10s.
Before he goes any further, do you guys agree or disagree with that? 7s and 8s make better wives than 9s and 10s. I want to hear what you have to say. Once again, he stated that women that are 7 and 8s make better wives than 9s and 10s. Put in the comment section what you guys think. T-Mac says he agrees. In mass, yes. I like how you word that too. He said, I'm going to say 6 to 8. I was thinking 6 to 8 too. I was thinking 6 to 8 too. Like this young lady right here would be considered a cute 7. She got the deep dish dimples. That's all her hair. Very little to no makeup on. She's just a cute white woman. She's not looking like she's about to be a supermodel going on stage, but she's his supermodel. He said, I can't deny or confirm, never been married or have kids. Yeah, I got you on that one, Dave. Yep, 6 to 8. That's what I was thinking, 6 to 8. Yeah, she got the deep dish dimples. She a cutie though. That's serious. Yeah, nice 7. Okay, I just wanted to hear what you guys have to say. I thought the same thing, gentlemen. I thought the same thing. So most of us agree, shout out to Tori being in the building. Most of us agree that when it comes to 9s and 10s, you smash them, you trash them. 9s and 10s are the side chicks. They are here in Colombia. You don't be, dude, here in Colombia, you do not be seeing the main wife as a 9 and 10. You will see a dude marry a Colombian 6, which is an American 9. You'll see us marry I kid you not, for real. You'll see us marry a Colombian citizen, a Colombian a 7 that is American 8, 9, 11. Dudes be looking at our women like, damn, your woman fine. She's beautiful. And you be thinking to yourself, man, she is beautiful, but I know some Venezuelans that I know some Afro-Colombian sisters, that's killing the game. And then the Colombian 8 could be a model in the States. Like our girl Maya Afro Wahida, right? On her channel. Can Maya not be a model in the United States? For you guys who know who Maya is. Let me see if I could pull her up on YouTube real quick. For those who know who Maya is, let us see. See if I can pull her up real quick. Let's see. Let's pull up our girl. Shout out to Maya. This is our home girl. She was the first person we interviewed in 2000. One of the first people we interviewed in 2019. So let me pull up the screen share and let you guys see Maya. You know, Maya is a small town, lived in Bogota. Let me get a different video of Maya's. Okay.
Every team, the good things and the things which are not that good. And today I have one that, being honest with you guys,
Now,
I am a little bit disappointed.
a lot of us have
you know?
always
I
looked
don't
at
know,
Maya
I'm
like,
a
girl,
little
you
bit
could have been in the States
unmotivated.
modeling
So you
somewhere.
tell me your opinion
Maya's
about
like,
it.
what,
You know that
5'9"?
I have been working this channel
You
that
got
I
the
did
height.
2 years. And finally, after many
But in
months
Colombia,
of like doing
she is
videos, finally I was starting to
like a
see a little
Colombian
bit of
7,
money. Like, oh, good, Maya,
Colombian
yeah,
8.
you're doing it. Yeah, I was very excited about it. By the way, thank you for your support. But
You
3
know?
months ago, I got a
Let's see if I
mysterious
could
email from YouTube. And basically,
see if I can pull up
When
some
I
of
was living in United States, one of the things that I found is I had to wait
if this
like
is
2
where she's
hours to do
from. By the way, for everybody that doesn't know about the desert area of Colombia or the Guajira area of Colombia, that's where she's from, the desert area. Once you get past, so you got Cartagena, then you've got off the Atlantic Ocean, you've got Cartagena, Barranquilla, Santa Marta, and then the desert area that's heading towards the desert between Santa Marta, and then you're heading towards Venezuela. But there's a huge desert. That's where she is right now. There's a huge desert.
empty. Are you ready for the prize? Vamos! Ah, look at the sea! The prize, of course, is this freaking view, guys. And there is another one. I say a prize that actually is not a prize. I'm going.
So there's some beautiful Afro-Colombian sisters down here that if they were in the States, they could easily have been models in the States. Easily. But while they're here in Colombia,
Your mama. If you ever look at any
regular women, and such as this young lady here, very, very attractive with the deep dish dimples. But like the brother said, 7s and 8s make better wives. Yeah, that desert is next to Venezuela. You're absolutely correct. Right next to Venezuela. Shout out to my man Chalupe in the building. Shout out to Lennox. Also, he said, y'all got man, what you think? The United States is the only one that got deserts? Yes, we got deserts, snow-capped mountains, and all that stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, and make sure you subscribe to her channel. Let me drop the link to her channel while I'm playing. I'm going to drop the link to this particular video that she was watching, that we were watching. So make sure you subscribe to the sister's channel. And she is just the sweetest person. She's at 140,000 subscribers. And I remember when she first started, we interviewed her about 4 or 5 times to help her get her channel off the ground. And it's great to see her doing good. He said, yes, Colombia has deserts, the area for all you Americans that are ignorant of the country. And they have some of the nicest glamping locations and tours in the desert. Because remember, the desert is still off the Atlantic Ocean in Colombia. Remember, she was running by the ocean. So the deserts in Colombia are still off the Atlantic Ocean. But let's go back to the video where the brother was saying, hey, 7s and 8s are wifeys.
I want y'all to notice this happy man here in a happy relationship with a loyal wife that was a fiance, that was a girlfriend with their kid. The 7s and 8s are better wives than the 8s to 10s. Argue with your mama. If you ever look at any of these superstars that are going through all this trouble, look at Anthony Edwards and all these, the fake, glammed up baby mamas with all the work done. It's way better to get with a natural 7 or 8 that's going to hold you down, going to stick with you, than be bouncing around with all these different girls, different baby mamas, especially when you're an athlete. But same goes for us regular Joe Blows.
I've been trying to explain this to women for years, that men who can pull the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s will often date or marry the 6s and the 7s.
Facts.
Only top tier men are gonna understand this logic. Women never will. But I do want to see if this reaches the men. I want to see them tap into the comments. Tell us why.
I highly suggest don't go for 9s and don't go for 10s if you're looking to marry or settle down with them. Do not do it. 98% of the time, it's not going to work because those have the most options. They have the most celebrities in the DMs. They're getting the most attention. They're the ones that have the most daddy issues. And if you are not kissing their ass or doing that shit, you have to check them all the time. It's going to get annoying. You're not going to want to deal with it.
When you want to live that way, it comes with trade-offs. Diane Carroll, you look at that Oprah video, 4 marriages. And she said, I did not learn until I was an old woman that the issue was me. And now she spent the last days living alone. If Diane Carroll had to buy a dog, and that's what it means to die alone, folks. Ladies, Diane Carroll. Diane Carroll is better than you will ever be. And she didn't learn until it was too late. So get over the fact that you don't like my tone. My tone is matched with my sense of urgency. That's the problem. Because far too many women today are talking about they want a man on their level, on their terms. And this is this selfishness, this self-love. I mean, I can ask for the best of the best. I can ask for a millionaire because I'm a 10. Now, I'm not perfect, but I'm a 10 in the fact that I think very highly of myself. No 10 means you're damn near perfect. So when somebody asks, rate yourself from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, you need to start adding 10 is almost perfect because women are living this bifurcated life. They're saying, well, I'll call myself a 10 because it's an ego push. But if you say I'm a 10, does that mean there's no room for improvement? You have women that in one breath they'll say they're a 10, and in the next breath they'll say, yes, there's room for improvement. Then you ask a woman, do you like a man that's more down to earth, more humble, or full of himself? More down to earth, humble. But y'all are full of yourselves. The issue with the self-love, the selfishness of so many women today is you cannot be equally yoked with a man because you cannot give a man one of the things he requires most from you: time.
She's a 10, but she got 2 kids from 2 different baby daddies.
If you got no kids.
She has 2 now.
Yeah, if you got no kids, why are you dealing with that?
She definitely in the negatives.
God damn.
100%.
So you're not even going for that at all?
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Baby daddy's enough. That's enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Show me a 10 that's complaining.
That's a good question. Can a woman be a 10 with kids? You brothers already answering. You guys are already answering. Can a woman be a 10 after she's already had kids? And I don't mean her looks have subsided. I mean that physically, because dude, there are some gorgeous baby mamas out there. But because she was a baby mama, there was only a limited things that you could do other than take her out to dinner and smash her. You couldn't fly her out somewhere. You feeling like, what, let's fly to Philadelphia. Patti LaBelle about to have a concert. Or, Schoolie D and all the rest of them dudes are having an old school hip hop reunion. You can't fly her out nowhere. You could barely take her, she can only be away from the house for a couple hours when you smashing an attractive baby mama. So all you get is a good old fashioned orgasm for a few months, and then she catches on and she starts thinking, I'm looking for something more solid, somebody more serious about me. But a lot of baby mamas that are attractive don't realize I'm as serious as they get. I'm sitting, and I don't mean to offend any of you guys that have baby mamas, right? Because you might want to see your baby mama happy, and I'm serious. You might want to see her happy, right? She happy, the kid's happy. And I'm talking about you guys that aren't dating your baby mother anymore. Y'all just good co-parents. But let's be real with it. The best that she gonna get is a dude that's gonna. But I'm sorry to say this about your baby mama. I'm for real, guys, and I mean this. The best your baby mama gonna get is some dude busting on her forehead. That's it. Ain't no dude gonna have no dude will have the time to take her serious. Now she can find a simp. Yeah, she can. She can find a Russell Wilson out there. So it is possible. There's no use in saying that it's impossible. You know, some dude might have a good nut on her forehead and fall in love. You know, she let me nut on her forehead. I'm in love. You know, some dude might be out there like that. But most dudes go run through your baby mama as soon as they find out that your baby mama got your kids. I can smash your baby mama during Christmas when they with you. I'm being for real. I can smash her while the kids are gone with you for the summer after summer school. So I can smash her all summer. I can smash her during the Thanksgiving break because she over your mama house for Thanksgiving. The kids over your mama house for Thanksgiving. So I can smash her then for like 4 days. And then when Christmas break come, the kids over your house or they over her mama house. And so for them 2 weeks, other than the holidays, I can beat her coochie up until New Year's Day. But I can't take her serious. And she's a 10. And a lot of women don't realize that. A lot of women don't realize that most men do not see you as a 10 anymore. Your 10 days are over, but I'm sexy. And I've had women, brother, I'm talking about gorgeous. And I don't know what it is. As soon as I see a toy in the room, or if I see a kid's book bag, I mean, that's how it was when I was in the States. When I see a kid's book bag, or if I saw saw her walking through the mall with a kid, that 10 just dropped to a 5, man. And shout out to the mothers for motherhood. Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to come ill will with my statement, but I'm talking barbershop talk to grown men. And most grown men don't think like that, baby. Around the world, this is how we think. Baby mamas are just good for smashing. I'm talking to all you guys that are co-parents with a baby mama. Somebody's looking at your children's mother as a jump off. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Whether y'all were married and got divorced, or married, or whether y'all just hooked up and y'all became parents, but y'all good co-parents, somebody is nutting on her forehead and ain't taking that nut serious. It just is what it is. Not my baby mama. Yes, your baby mama too. Somebody nutting on her forehead, just all up in this area. From the eyebrow on up. Okay, from the eyebrow on up, she getting bust on her forehead. So you're gonna have to accept that, brother. I know it hurts. It hurts the soul to know that somebody might not take her serious, but there's a simp out there that's willing to do it. Somebody willing to be the simp father. But hey, I'm just putting it out there. He said, Dre, I'm gonna keep that keep it a buck. He said, it's just me though. He said, I don't expect others to understand. He said, but what in the last 5 years, I don't even sleep with baby mamas no more. And I don't blame you at all. And there are a lot of women out there that a guy can sleep with that's not a baby mama. A lot of guys think, man, every country you go to, there's baby mamas. Yes, but there are a lot of women out there that ain't got kids. So I'm with you on that. I agree with you 1%. Yeah, skeet. A lot of dudes don't want to think that they baby mama. Andre, that's nasty, man. Somebody is busting on the back of the neck of your baby mama even as we speak. What you talking about? She got neck nut all in the back of her neck that's just drooling. What are you talking about? Trying to act like your baby mama ain't having sex right now while it's the holiday season. Are the kids over your house this weekend? Oh, they were? Are the kids in school right now? Oh, they aren't? Then guess what she doing? Right. How you think the kids got here? You nutting on the back of her neck. I don't know why y'all trying to act all funny style like the baby mamas don't have sex no more. Them be the freakiest ones. He say eyebrow below. From the eyebrow below. She ain't black, she OJ. That's right.
Black, I'm OJ.
She ain't black, she OJ.
Okay.
That's serious. He say taco, yeah, taco looking roast beef too. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rich being in the building. He said, respectfully, baby mamas are easy. This is true. Don't take much to smash, honestly. 2 days tops. That's it, bruh. Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Where you from? Can I come? Can I take you out tonight? Hey, I didn't write the song. Luther did. Seriously, man, baby mamas are. And some of you guys are thinking, not my ex-wife. She's a great gal. Man, your ex-wife getting her back broken in. Your ex-girlfriend getting broken to smithereens. Shout out to Will H. being in the building. He said, just let them top me up. Seriously. And a lot of times, baby mamas, that what makes them so easy because that's all they want too. Because they know, hey, listen, my kid's gonna be back in 2 weeks, or my kid's gonna be back in 2 months during the summer. I got responsibilities. I'm in school right now. I got a job, blah, 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 blah. So the baby mamas be just as busy. They be like, listen, I need somebody to run through me. And I mean, like, come on, you got a friend? I need you and your boy to run through me. I haven't had a good old-fashioned train since last summer. It's baby mamas that want trains ran on them. I don't know why y'all try to act like baby mamas just so Virgin Mary, and my baby mama just want child support, nothing else in the world. She bakes cookies and make grilled cheese for the kids when they come home from school. She does do that. But before them kids get up, I used to be over your house. Over your baby mama house, beating her up. I get there like 1 o'clock in the morning because I make sure the kids are in a deep sleep. I beat your baby mama coochie up till about 4. The kids waking up at 6. That was the routine. And this is a routine that I did not invent. It was plenty of dudes out there beating up baby mamas, getting to the kids sleep yet? They just went to sleep at 10:30. I'm on my way. You go over, shh, be quiet. You kind of creep in the house like a bandit. You break that coochie. Shh. I'm like, you the one yelling? And stop yelling my government name. Them kids don't need to know my full government name. Oh my God, Andre Spence. Girl, you all having an orgasm yelling my government name. Be quiet, girl. And then by the time 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning hit, because I'm going to hit it twice. Because she want to talk. She want to have some, come on, let's be real. She want to have some adult conversation. So after she nut, I nut, we're going to lay there in the bed and we're going to have maybe half an hour, 30 minutes, have adult conversation. She going to ask me, do you want a glass of water or a juice box? So now you in there drinking the kids' pineapple juice box. You on the edge of the bed, just rocking, butt naked. Kids in the other room snoring their ass off because they got school in the morning. You just sipping on the juice box. Y'all having conversations because she looking for some adult conversation, not just sex. And y'all talk for about a half an hour. You beat the coochie up again. Go in her bathroom, clean yourself up a little bit. Like we used to say, take a whole bath. For all you dudes, that's old school, the whole bath in the sink. Take you a quick whole bath. And jump in your vehicle like Batman, and you out. I'm not inventing. You know why y'all laughing? Because y'all did the same thing. That's why y'all laughing. Because all y'all at one point in time did the same thing to somebody's baby mama. Some of you dudes be on the other side of the city beating up some Asian chick, right? You just don't know. I'm on the other side of the city beating up your baby mama. She need love just like you do. Don't fool yourself into thinking that she don't. She'll fool around just like you do. With you or without you, just like you do. 'Cause a woman needs love just like you do. Don't fool yourself into thinking that she don't. She'll fool around just like you do. Come on. Shout out to Ray Parker Jr. y'all better stop sleeping on the hits. He said, "You hit my baby mama, man. I used to break your baby mama to smithereens." I'm talking about by the time I left out the house, your baby mama was nothing but atoms, molecules. I kid you not. She was nothing left on that bed but pure energy. Kid you not. And energy can't be destroyed. So I would go back the next night. Shit, baby mamas, blessing upon blessings. Just like you do. Let me go back to the video, gentlemen. Shout out to the sister here. This sister right here, actually, her and her husband purchased, they just had a son, and they purchased an acre of land in California, as well as have a trust fund already set up for their son. And so she's always putting her on her TikTok. This sister is always putting her foot on the neck of women for being irresponsible.
I would love to see a 10 complain about being married, because at the end of the day, we got all these girls up on here complaining about marriage and they solid 4s. Hence Cardi B. Y'all talk about, oh, Cardi did it. Cardi before the surgeries was a solid 2 to 3. Maybe even a 4, but she got her nose done, her face done. She got good money now. So Cardi looks completely different. You know what I mean? And just like a lot of you girls, y'all come on here with your lace fronts and your long eyelashes fluttering and your lips done and all this other stuff done, thinking that you a baddie. You're not a baddie, baby. Take all that off. Take off the clown makeup. Take off that funky lace wig. Take it all off and let's see who the real baddies are. Because I love to tell you right now, you not. Everybody want to come online like, oh, you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Women love hyping up mid-females for whatever reason. And you know, men be in their DMs because they easy targets. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all sitting up here thinking y'all something when really y'all not nothing. You know what I mean? So y'all want to come out here and complain about being married and complain about being a mom. And most of the ones complaining about marriage, half the time not even goddamn married.
Then blame y'all's mamas.
Maybe our moms did it on our own.
That's it.
And our mother,
your mothers failed you.
Our mothers did it on our own.
Mothers failed you. Mothers failed you in relationship. They failed you. Yes, they did. And I wish I had my mom on here. Yes, they did. Baby boomers and Generation X women failed their daughters because you were taught to be individuals. And that's not, but you're not independent, but you don't make independent money. You were taught to be independent. Black men are actually more loyal than black women because they're still trying to date. They're accepting women who are larger. They're accepting women with kids. They're accepting women who have all these different fingers and hairs and nails and tattoos. I have talked to a woman last night who was 23 years old. I said, if I put you in a room with the kind of men you said you want, would they pick you? And they were non-black men. She said, no. I said, if I put you in the kind of room with men you want and were black, would they accept you? She said, yes.
Because I know my worth and I make a lot of money and I'm pretty.
No, not at all.
Being pretty don't even ensure that you will get a ring. Men don't marry looks. We have sex with looks. Men marry behavior.
Men don't marry looks. Real men, in the sense of mature, marry behavior. Bring that beat back.
Black men, she said, no. I said, if I put you in the kind of room with men you want and were black, would they accept you? She said, yes.
Because I know my worth and I make a lot of money and I'm pretty.
No, not at all.
Being pretty don't even ensure that you will get a ring. Men don't marry looks. We have sex with looks. Men marry behavior. Your behavior determines whether you get the ring or not the looks. Halle Berry is beautiful. Kim Kardashian is beautiful to a lot of people. There's a slew of women that have the money and the fame, but they cannot we marry behavior. So if you are not even proficient at the things that are intrinsically important to a man, you can't be high value because your money ain't intrinsically important to us. You being soft is. You anticipating what we need and providing that without us having to prompt you or ask you, that's important. not knowing your worth.
7 is the wifey, and an 8 through 10 is the 190. 8, it depends. It can teeter-totter. It really depends on her lifestyle. But 9s and 10s is the 190s. If you're even capable of pulling a 9 or 10. But 7 is the wifey. Let me tell you what. 7 is cute. Like, universally, people say, yo, she's cute, she's decent, she's definitely not chopped, right? She's cute. Her looks, her genetics and shit is good enough, so like if you got her pregnant, it wouldn't be like you wouldn't be risking your child coming out chopped. And this could be 8 too. 8 is a step up. She's pretty, obviously, like universally pretty. But if her lifestyle is like the bad bitch lifestyle of like the 9s and 10s, Miami yachts, club and all that shit, she gonna be right in that same rank with the 9s and 10s. 7 is wifey because her looks don't necessarily allow her to live the same lifestyle as the 9s and the 10s, the 8, 9s and 10s. So oftentimes what you find out is like the cute girl who is a librarian or got like somebody's job. She's not overly like, you know, out there on Instagram, naked pics, none of that. This is the one you want to wife. I'm not saying you can't wife at 8, 9, or 10, but if a 9 or a 10 or 8 is wholesome in today's time, man, in my opinion, that shit's rare. Especially if you're living in big cities, LA, New York, Miami. The rich niggas is swooping the 8s, 9s, and 10s up and got them on their boats at their penthouse parties, their mansion parties. Bro, I live in LA, I can tell you firsthand. I got homegirls that's 8, 9s, and 10s, and they tell me the stories. So that's why I say the 7 is the wifey. Have fun with 8s, 9s, and 10s. You might catch an 8 that could be wifey. Catching a 9 or 10 that's wifey unless your bag is crazy. And even still, like, it's just rare, bro. Ask anybody, it's just rare. If you got you a good-looking girl, 7 out of 10, pretty, personality on point, wholesome, all that, that's wifey. And never let her go.
Because there's not a man alive that's gonna disagree with what I'm about to break down. So I want the ladies to listen. You want a strong 7. Let me tell you why. 10, fine as all get out, tat-out, body, looking fine, everything like that, got it going on. Too much maintenance. Too much. Because she knows she can. And you're expendable. She can take you or leave you. A 9, that's a problem too. Because you got enough people telling her she's a 10, so half of them acting that way. And by the way, the ones that ain't acting that way still require more from you than what others might. And so you got to be up on your game. That's problematic. 8, that's ideal. Because that's really, really good looking. She got it going on. But at the same time, there's a level of independence that comes with it, which is never a bad thing until she's so independent that she's making you feel like you need to be more dependent on her.
Shout out my brother Farty sent this super chat earlier. Farty says it is actually to move elsewhere, or better to move elsewhere, or is it to find your peace? For most part, they are outside of the matrix. The good ones, yeah. And the good life, outside of the matrix. Cam says this. Shout out to Cam being in the building. Cam said this. He said, if I had a child with a woman in the U.S. and she chose to not be with me long term, at my income level, I'd have to pay $1,500 USD monthly. Screw that. I'm taking flights. I ain't mad at you, brother. And shout out to our brother in the building, Canadian boys.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Black newbie and the Canadian boys. Shout out to all you guys. Let's continue on.
And she needs to be on you. So there's too many opportunities and too much time that's wasting away where you're not feeling like that dude. You're feeling like a dude, not that dude. Here's where the strong 7 comes in. Looks wise, she can compete with an 8, but her mentality is not that of an 8. So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. As a result, she shows an elevated appreciation for you wanting her.
Modern women are prepared to do everything by themselves and think about self above everything else. Ask the typical modern woman how something's going to happen. Like I was on Instagram the other day talking to a 22-year-old woman, and it bothers most modern women to admit they need a man. Well, let me be the first one to tell you, unless you're going to make $80,000 or more in Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and you're going to invest it wisely and not touch it, you need a man. You need a man because you won't make enough money to live. We've done this example countless times. Modern women are not prepared.
You are not prepared.
Modern women are simply not prepared. They're not prepared. They're not preparing. And honestly, they think they have time. Modern women think they have time to prepare later on.
Winter is coming.
And winter is here. That whole thing about 27, time to sell. 30 years old, 50% off. I sat down talking to a woman who, by all accounts, most people would say she's very attractive. And it bothered her that I said, "You about to tell me I'm 50% off?" And I said, yeah. Because beauty ain't special. You're not rare. 50% off at 30, 35, clearance, 40% outlet, 50% Goodwill Salvation Army. That's not a joke. That is the sexual marketplace in a nutshell. And right now, it's Friday night here in Miami. You know how many 50-year-old women are sitting here watching me worldwide because their phone ain't ringing anymore.
Wow.
Nobody's blowing up or texting their best. Somebody's trying to slide by with some replens to dust that thing off. But they ain't trying to be seen out in public with you.
Nope.
How many women who were adjustable 6s, 8s, and 9s who are 40 years old or anywhere from 37 to 40 who are just as single? They just have more opportunities for short-term sex. But ain't nobody trying to marry no one between 35 and 40 and turn you into a housewife and you've been working this entire time. If you're 35 to 40 and think you're going to be made into a housewife, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, that was a cold line right there. When he told the story, he said it's a Friday night in Miami. Any of us that have ever been to Miami know Friday night in Miami is exciting. He's saying there's women around the world. Instead of being out and about, you are at home watching me at the age of 50 because your phone is no longer ringing. Damn, Kev. Woo. Winter is here because even I'm shivering. Let me bring that beat back a little bit. Bring that one back just a little bit. Goodness gracious, Kev. You ain't had to hurt him like that, Kev.
Year-old women are sitting here watching me worldwide because their phone ain't ringing anymore. Nobody's blowing up or texting their best. Somebody's trying to slide by with some replens to dust that thing off. But they ain't trying to be seen out in public with you. How many women who were adjustable 6s, 8s, and 9s who are 40 years old or anywhere from 37 to 40 who are just as single? They just have more opportunities for short-term sex. But ain't nobody trying to marry no one between 35 and 40 and turn you into a housewife and you've been working this entire time. If you're 35 to 40 and think you're going to be made into a housewife, you got another thing coming. Because you have already gone out. You are the most expensive you will ever be at 35 to 40. Your fertility is at its lowest. Your debt is at its highest. You are milk that's about to spoil in the morning.
Why did you marry a foreign woman? Any of these Western modernized women, you're a fool, because you ain't getting a real wife, not a traditional wife. You're not getting it here, which is why passport bros are a thing, and guys are going to get foreign women that are raised with traditional beliefs. The traditional belief system here, dead, over with. Number two, a man's success isn't defined by marriage, a woman's is. Our success is defined by the success we create for ourselves. Your success is defined by, can you get a husband? Did you procreate? Because let's just say, even if you got rich, if you never procreated as a woman and was a mother, you're a failure. Because you were put here for a man and to repopulate the earth, to reproduce. So even if you go get all the money and all that shit, what does that mean for real? Then what's your purpose now? If I take your career away, if I take your degree away, what's your purpose as a woman? There's no Birkins, no nothing. We just humans. What's success now as a woman?
And I'm just gonna marry someone that's not.
That's a good idea, Neo.
Not from America. Reason being is countries overseas have seemed to do a better job at preserving their culture and sticking to their core values. So much so that if you're looking for a long-term partner and someone that you're actually going to marry, be the mother of your kids, to me, it makes more strategic sense to marry someone that aligns with those same core values.
Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Alisa Abdullaeva and I'm here to help you to create harmonious relationship between a man and a woman. So please forgive me that today I'm in the car recording this video, but I thought it's the time when I can answer the question.
Now, this European woman is kind of speaking on what Neo was mentioning about bringing them back. The importance and the value of keeping the woman there. Now, I know several couples that are doing great when it comes to they brought their wives back. I know some really good couples, quite a few, but they are not the norm. And so this woman is going to explain why in most cases, and I know you guys, I want to bring her back to the States. And this is why we say don't for most cases. Some cases, as I just mentioned, those work out great couples. They're enjoying their lives. But most of us that gamble, you guys know how much me and Andrea love each other. I'm not even willing to take that gamble. I'm not willing to gamble my marriage by plopping Andrea in the United States. And this woman right here is going to explain why it's important to keep the woman in that other country. He said, Dre, that is really what we've been dealing with. Yeah. I can imagine, man, what y'all dealing with back in the States.
How to meet a woman in another country. And I hear a lot of men in the United States are not happy with American women. And so this video is for you to understand what actually happens with women who come here from a different country. On one side, you see a lot of women who are in Africa, who are in Russia and Ukraine and Middle East, who are waiting to move to the United States and Latin America. So many women are on all these dating sites and they're so beautiful and some of them are so feminine, and you think, what a great idea. Let me go meet her, marry her, and bring her to the United States. But here, my friends, what you need to understand, a woman is happy when she is at home in her nest, because back home she has her girlfriends with whom she meets, maybe not on a daily basis, but definitely on a weekly basis. They go shopping together, they go cook together, they go to restaurants together, they do things together. And that's makes woman so happy because that's part of her root system.
True. We all know women marry men for stability, but women also marry men that allow them to live in stability. I want to say that again. Women do, no matter where you go, women do marry us or enter into a relationship with us, even without getting married, for stability, whether it be economic, spiritual, physical, whatever it is, stability. They want a stable life. They want peace like we want peace, at least a good, decent woman. Women also, when they get with us, hope that we understand that they need to live in stability, not just have stability. There's a certain form of stability that you can give her, and there's a certain form of stability that you must be at peace with her acquiring herself, family, the other. You know, women need their female tribe. And I'm not talking about the gossipy girlfriends tribe. I'm talking about the reason why you fell in love with her, the reason why you see her so feminine, the reason why she does those little things for you that you can't get done for you in your home country is because of that circle of women that are doing that for their men. So that's encouraging to her. She doesn't hang out till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because her girlfriends doesn't hang out till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. She cooks the best recipes because they all are sharing recipes. She takes care of you intimately because all the other women are saying, girl, if you don't take care of your man, another woman will. She has that circle of stability. And I know I got my job back in the States. Then you should wait till you're done with your job to be serious with a woman in another country. Because most of us, like I said earlier, some of us can do this and it works out great. Most of us can't. I know statistically, most of the time it doesn't work out when you bring a woman back to the United States or Canada or UK, because you're taking her out of that stable element that made her the woman that you fell in love with. So now she has to be a different person because you put her in a demonstrative environment like the United States, among those women, among those co-workers. You really gonna trust your woman around American women, Canadian women, UK, that sweet, innocent butterfly of a woman that you got? You gonna trust her around them stateside chicks? Really? And she's not supposed to change ever? Does it happen? Yes. Is it the norm? No. That's why I said I would never gamble with Andrea's stability. See, when we talk about moving to Spain, we got family members already over there. Plenty of family members in Spain. So if we move to Spain, Andrea doesn't have to feel like I moved her out of her element of stability. But to move Andrea to the States when she already told me I don't even want to live in the States, but I lure her over there anyway, and a lot of us do that, our woman will tell us in DR, I appreciate the States, I appreciate you, I will visit the States, but I am not moving from DR. And you're looking at her like, so you want to stay on this island? And you lure her to the States and you wonder why it fell apart. Because she started hanging out with all these Dominicans over there because she's trying to find a form of stability. And all of a sudden, some Dominican dude who speaks Spanish way better than you do is breaking your girlfriend's or your wife's back end. When she told you, I would have been faithful to you, but you brought me to a country where being unfaithful is the thing. So I'm just doing what American women do. American women cheat, I'm a cheat. So I kid you not. So this woman is sharing, guys, if you're gonna get with somebody from another country, just wait until you're at that stage of life where you can either live in their country. Because if you bring them home, you do have a chance. You have a chance of it working out. But if you bring them home, you've got a good chance that it won't work out. Absolutely correct, Nazarian. He said instability equals marrying the stable habits of her environment. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I personally, and this is going to be the first time I've ever said this. Many men bring women to the States and they make a great couple. They made a great couple out of the States. They made a great couple in the States. Most men that bring women back to the States are doing it for selfish reasons. Whether it's your job is back in the States or your business is back in the States, your real estate or your kids are back in the States. Whatever it is, you're not thinking about her dynamic at all. You're thinking, I got to be back at work. I got married to you. I got to be back at work on Monday. I married you. I got to be back to take care of my kids on Monday. I got mortgage and rent to pay on Monday. So you're thinking about you, which is nothing wrong with that. You're thinking about you. You haven't taken a split second to think about that she's going to be lonely. She's going to be lost. She's going to go through that little tourism phase of, oh, wow, America. Wow. She'll go through that. But we all know that's going to wash away within a couple of months. So that wow, America, that's going to wash away. So now she's stuck in a country, very little to few friends. She doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a scooter. She doesn't know how to use the bikes. I mean, use the train service yet, or the subways, or the bus. Until she gets her green card, she has to wait around or work under the table. She's never worked under the table a day in her life. She has a degree in her country, but now she has to come to your country and work under the table for the first time in her life because of you. Let's put it like this, and I'm gonna be honest. And like I said, I've never said this part before. I'm gonna say it now. If I had the choice and I had a career to where I was in the States and my money is, looking pretty good, and I had a choice between bringing Andrea to the States and destroying her life so we can keep making my money, or let Andrea move on and enjoy her life with the next man, I would let Andrea enjoy her life with the next man. I would not drag Andrea to the United States. I don't care how many pieces of property I owned. I don't care how I got an extra car for her. Like I said, there are couples, many of them that I personally know that are doing great, wonderful couples. But Andre is not willing to take that gamble to bring my wife, especially under the Trump administration. Hell no, ICE is not going to be grabbing my wife in the mall. I'm at work and my wife just walking through the mall and all of a sudden ICE snatch her up and I don't know what the hell has happened. No. So you guys have to think about if you really love her, you are not dragging that woman back to the States like that. You are not dragging her back to Canada. You are not dragging her back to, like I say, there are couples that can do it. And I know I know quite a few successful couples that I'm so proud of. And I know them personally, good people. I couldn't do it. It's just too much of a gamble with somebody else's life and somebody else's heart. I would sit back and just let that person move on to the next person that God has for them. And I would wait until I got myself economically in a position to where I no longer depended on the brick and mortar job. Like if you work for a factory or something, had me an online job or online business or retired or pension or whatever it may be, then I would go to another country, establish myself, and get more solidified in relationships. Because if you ever notice, some of you guys can attest to this, what's one of the number one questions that women ask you in foreign countries? Do you live here? How many, put a 1 in the comment section if you had a woman that turned away from you, that when you said that you don't live in that country, everything kind of changed. She treated you like a one-night stand or a weekend hookup, but she knew not to take you. Thank you. I'm going to put a 1 in the comments also. There have been plenty of women that asked me when I first came to Colombia and all these other countries, do you live here? And when I said, no, I don't live here, that how they treated me, I was basically put in the friend zone, or I was put in the boy toy zone for that weekend. I was something that you don't take serious. Girl, don't give him your heart. He only here for a couple of days. I just want you guys that never experienced that to see how serious that is. That does take place. Women feel more stable to be the women who they are and who we love in the environment that created them like that. But once you take them out that environment, you got a completely different woman, because it's called adaptation. There are two people that she has to adapt to. You ready? First person that's going to make her change is the environment around her. Just being in America, the loudness, the rudeness, if she just going to the store, how people talk to each other in line, just how loud Americans talk, how everything is rush. Just that so I guess it's three people. The adaptation of just being in America or in UK, the rush of a life. She's used to more laid back life in Colombia, in the Philippines, in Poland, in Germany. She's used to a more laid back, let's take our time in the grocery store line. She's not used to everything being rush. She's not used to hearing people arguing with their kids. Boy, stop putting your hand on that. Leave that alone. They're not used to that. They're not used to two people getting their groceries and all of a sudden they get in a fight. She's not used to that. So she's got to get used to your country. First level of adaptation. Second level of adaptation is finding her girlfriend circle. She's looking for people that speak Spanish or speak Portuguese or speak Polish or speak German like she does. Even though she knows English, she needs some camaraderie. She needs familiarity. She needs somebody that's cooking the recipes that she's used to cooking. So now she's going to, if she's Asian, she's going to the Asian grocery stores to get recipes and get ingredients. And now she's meeting Asian people. And they're like, girl, you come over to our house. And all of a sudden she's with her people. And you're wondering like, why she's not hanging out with your black people? Or if you're a white dude, why she's not hanging out with your people? Because it's easier for her to adapt to the country in a stable circle in which she's accustomed to. Adaptation. Número tres. Person that's going to cause her to change more than anybody, more than women in the States, more than the States itself. You. She's going to see an American you. She's never seen the Canadian you. She's never seen the UK you. She's never seen the American 9 to 5, dealing with road rage traffic, paying bills, dealing with political landscape on television, dealing with racial issues you. She's never seen that side of you. She's never seen you when you're around your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, your mom, your kids. She's never seen that, ever. The man she fell in love with was coming to her country, no kids, no mama, no daddy, no brothers, no sisters, no bills, no road rage, no bad foods, none of that. You were losing weight. You were handsome. You were at peace. You had a glow about yourself in her country. That's the man she fell in love with. You get back to the States, you put on an extra 15 pounds within the first 2 weeks. You get back to the States, when you were in her country, you and her went to the gym every other day. You get back to the States, your ass ain't been to the gym. She's never seen you get into an argument with your brother and sister because she's only seen you talk to them over the phone. Now she finds out that your brother's a crackhead or your sister is out there and she need a extra $300. She's not used to that. She has to adapt just to get used to your ass. Just to get used to you. All you dudes that always cry about, yeah, I never bring a woman to the United States because the women in the United States will make her change. It ain't the women in the United States that's going to make her change first and worst. I'm going to say this again. It is not the women in the United States that's going to make her change first and going to make her change worst. It's going to be you. She's going to see a side of you that she's never seen before, ever seen before. And because she's in love with you, she has to adapt to you. And then in order to adapt to you, she has to change, doesn't she? She has to change. She's never seen you come in from work upset because of something your boss did or a coworker did. She's never seen you come home from work with road rage. She's never seen that. All she's ever seen you was happy and at peace. And now you bring her to this country, United States, Canada, whatever it may be. She's never seen you complain about any prices, has she? You came to Colombia and took her to the best of the best restaurants. You guys flew from Cartagena to Medellin. You took her to the best clubs in Cali. And I'm talking about for months in DR, you were the best. And you guys fell in love. And for 2 or 3 years, then y'all eventually got married. And now you're bringing her to the States. And now she's seeing you talk about the price of gasoline. She's never seen you do that. You're talking about the price of eggs. She's never seen you talk about the price, complain about the price of anything. Ever. That's the first time that woman's going to see you talk about the price of the rent going up at the beginning of the year. Your mortgage. She's never heard you talk about mortgage. So if you think that most of these women that don't stay in relationships overseas is because American women changed them, that's a myth. A lot of times your woman overseas cheated or left you because of you. And y'all never want to admit that. Y'all want to blame, oh, the women in America. She came to America, they made her change. She saw a side of you she's never seen before. What side is that, Dre? The American side. She's never seen you be an American. She's only seen you as a traveler. Me and Andrea talk about that. Andrea knows there's a side of Andre she has never seen. And as long as we don't live in America, she'll never see that side. She'll never see that side, that American version of Andre. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. She'll never see me complain about gas prices. She'll never see me complain about my president does this. And she'll never see me talk about there's another George Floyd incident. She'll never see me talk about picket signs and racism in America. She's never seen that. We talk about it, but she's never seen me like really talking about like you dudes do. Your woman has never seen you talk about a racial issue. She's never seen you fuss because a police officer pulled you over and you knew it was a racial issue. She didn't know. She just sitting there as a little innocent Filipino woman. And she's looking at you like, why are you mad, babe? He's just asking for your driver's license. And now you're snapping at her because you're mad at the cop who asked for your driver's license and he pulled you over for no reason. She's never seen that side of you. So all you dudes that want to drag a woman back to the United States, you better be ready for what is going to take place, not only in her, but also what's going to change in you, because you are going to be the first person to change, not her, because she's going to see the American you from the time you get off the plane. Boom, you changed. You changed. You changed first. That's why you'll never see me drag my wife to the United States, UK, or Canada. Because I'll be the first one to mess up her mind before the sisters even get to her, before the white girls even get to her as co-workers and friends, before the America gets to ruin her diet, mindset, and everything else. Andre will change, and I'll be the first one that she'll have to change and adapt to, even if she hasn't left the house for the first 3 days. Here I go. As soon as we get off the plane, I'm changing. She could sense my energy has changed. She could tell I'm funny style now. I'm more like serious face. I don't smile like I remember. I'll smile on every photo in Colombia. Every photo I'm smiling. I get back to the States, I ain't smiled about anything since I've been back. And we've been back for 3 weeks. She hasn't smiled because she's missing her family. I haven't smiled because that's the real Andre who I am in America. And men don't smile in America. You got dudes like Magic Johnson that built a career, not only because of his basketball skills, but because of that damn smile, because it's so rare to see a black man smile in the United States. Magic Johnson made commercials and shoes and everything else based off of that smile. And to this day, it's one of his #1 marketing tools. Because black men aren't famous for smiling in the United States. And neither are white men or Latin men. So now she's got to go back to a country with you. And she's so used to see you smile and happy. And all of a sudden, it's been 5 weeks. She ain't seen you smile or laugh. She saw you laugh one time. And that was because you was watching a TikTok video. Other than that, she ain't seen you smile. You don't come home from work smiling. You don't go to work smiling. Y'all have sex. You don't smile no more during sex or before sex. You ain't smiling no more. You don't smile when you see your family. You don't smile when you come home and see her. You don't smile at all anymore. Who the hell are you, stranger? You drug her all the way to that country and you don't even smile anymore. All those damn photos that you got of her in DR or wherever you met her, and not one smile since you've been back. And in your phone, you got 150 photos with her, and every one of them you were smiling and happy and you were at peace. Get your ass back to the States, not man smile. You don't smirk, you don't grin, nothing. You back in New York thugging. As a grown man, it's the thug face. You giving a mean face in church. I love you, Lord. Go on, take her back. Like I said, I know some really good dudes that did it. I can't take that gamble. Yeah, they in church thugging. They at the mosque thugging. They at the temple thugging. My brother said, Neo says this. He say Psalms 26, 4 and 5. He said, do not sit with men of falsehood. He said, I hate the assembly of evildoers. Yes, sir. Assembly. He said, God's view, God approves deliberate distancing from environments that normalize sin. That's a great way of putting it, brother. That's a great way of putting it. Back in New York with the throwback jersey and the Timbs, she ain't never seen you in them damn Timbs in a bomber. She ain't never seen you in no Timbs. Here's another one for y'all. For all you dudes that like to drag the women, shout out to Sticky as well. For all you dudes that like to drag a woman back to the States, your woman ain't even used to the elements of your country. You come to Cali, Colombia, and drag a woman back to Wisconsin right now. You go ahead and go to Santo Domingo and drag her up to that cold ass weather in Chicago right now. Go ahead and drag her up during the rainy seasons in Kansas. Go and take her to that dry heat of New Mexico, Arizona. Go ahead, take her down there. You used to it, but because it's all about you, you don't care the fact that she ain't never in her life been in 20-degree weather, 4-degree weather, -1. She don't know nothing about that. She ain't never had to put no Scully on. She ain't never had to put on a bomber jacket. She ain't never wore gloves in her life, mittens in her life. She's never had to put on the boots in her life. She's never put on long job. None of that. She don't know none of that. But your ass didn't think about that, did you? All you thought about is, I don't want the next. Come on, let's be real. We gonna be grown? Can we be grown for a split second? Ready? All you thought about, I don't want the next man to nut in her. So I'm gonna bring her to my country. I'm gonna go ahead and do a rush marriage, a shotgun marriage in DR, because I don't want nobody else to nut up in her. And I'm gonna bring her back to the United States, and I'm not gonna consider anything that impacts her. My behavior, the weather, the community, America, the politics. I don't care about what impacts her, as long as another Negro is not nutting in her. That's why I marry her. I'm strung out on her coochie. She's a feminine woman, and I don't want another man to get that femininity and get that good coochie. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shotgun marriage in Venezuela. I mean, not in Venezuela, but in Colombia or in Poland or in Thailand. I'm going to drag her back to the States. Don't think about anything that impacts her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Everything that has to do with me and how I feel. I don't want anybody else to get that coochie, so I am going to get married to her, and I am going to drag her back to my country. And because everybody wants to come to my country, I assume that she wants to too. So I do all this, and I don't take anything consideration about what she's done to get her life to that point, to where she's the good person that she is. And then when it goes left, you have the audacity to blame the women in the United States. If she wasn't around those women in the United States, she would. No. Your relationship was already destined to fail because you literally and technically didn't give a fuck about her, even though you married her. And that's why most of them don't work. And a few of them are very successful as couples that come to the United States. But the other 90% of them don't work out because you don't give a damn about that woman. It's all about you and your needs and your wants. That's it. And that's why your shit fall apart. I'm going to end it with this. Andrea often tells me about many times when I remember the time she told me when her motorcycle broke down on the way to college. And she said, you know how you see Colombians and their bike just broke down? Just imagine if you're a woman pushing a bike for miles. She calls her dad say, hey, I know where there's a friend of mine. He has a bike shop not far from you, but it's a couple of miles. So you're a girl, teenage woman, 19, 20 years old. You're in college. You're working on your bachelor's. You got to push this bike. You're working on your bachelor's, but it's storming outside. And you're riding your bike in the rain. And sometimes you got to go up under the viaducts or the bridges until the rain subsides. You're working on your bachelor's. You're studying on nights and you got to go to work in the morning. You're working on your bachelor's. You put in all that hell and high water to graduate. And this is how I think. To learn English fluently. You pay for these classes. You pay for your degree. Your parents are celebrating. And here comes Andre. Fuck your degree. Fuck all that hard work you put in. Fuck all those days that you were in the rain. Fuck you pushing that bike when it broke down and you was on your way to school. Fuck all that time that you was doing homework and then you had to go to work the next day. Fuck that you paid to learn English and you be able to do whatever you want to do with your career. Fuck your career that you already established. Fuck everything. My wife is an accountant. Fuck her accounting degree. Fuck the fact that her education does not transfer to the States. Take it from me. I'm an academic college recruiter for 20 years. I know only 20% of most people's education from another country transfers into the United States. I'll say that again. The courses and the credits of your Colombian girlfriend, I don't care if she has a master's and she's a doctor in Colombia, only 20% of the credits transfer if she wants to go to school in the States to the United States. Her license, her medical license does not transfer to the United States. You ain't thought about none of that shit. Fuck her education, fuck all that she went to school for, fuck all the hard work she put in for, and it's about you. I don't want nobody else to get that pussy, so it's all about me. I'm gonna do a quick shotgun wedding. I'm gonna go to the notary. I'm gonna have a celebration with her family, and I'm gonna drag her to the United States, to Wisconsin, to Milwaukee, to the Dakotas, to Seattle, to Detroit. Come on, New York, New Jersey, all them cold ass cities. She ain't never been in the cold. And that's why I tell you guys, wait. Be patient. It's not all, if you love her, it's not all about you and what the fuck you want. That's one of the reasons why you'll never see me drag my wife to the States, because it ain't all about Andre. And some of y'all just don't know how to do that. Some of y'all just don't know how to do that. And that I've held that in for years. I've thought like this for years. I just never mentioned it on the show. That's why she changed. Just in case you ever wonder why she changed and why she cheated and why she's leaving you and because you don't give a fuck about her. Why should she give a fuck about you? But I brought her to America. I married her. Dude, there are plenty of dudes that marry a chick that they don't give a fuck about. You mean, dude? Yes. There are men that claim that they care about a woman, but at the end of the day, you don't give a fuck about her. You care about you. Look at me and my baddie. Look at my baddie. Look at this, what I brought from DR. Look at this. This is my baddie. Look at my baddie from the Philippines. Look at my baddie from Thailand. I got a Malaysian baddie. I got a Japanese baddie. Look at my Venezuelan baddie. You only think about you. That's all you thinking about. You don't give a fuck about her. Let's be real. Because if you gave a fuck about her, let's be real, you would either A, wait until you're in the correct position in your life to relocate part-time or full-time to that particular country or countries. B, take your time in choosing a person, that making sure that what their career and what your career, how you guys are together outside the country may just work at home in the States. Some of us rush it, and we assume that it's going to work in the States. And that's why for some couples, it works out great for them. For most couples, it don't, because you really didn't jail for real. And if it were me, I'd wait until my life was in the proper position. My kids are older, they're 19, 20. I'd be traveling. Now, mind you, prior to them getting older, I'm still traveling. But if I'm going to be serious, and I'm not talking about you guys that got girlfriends, and I'm not talking about you guys as the party weekend guys. I'm not talking to you. I understand. I'm talking about you guys that talking about you want to marry this person, and you're nowhere near in a position to have a solidified relationship that's going to stand the test of time. And you marry her, and we all celebrate, and your shit fall apart. Not because you're a bad person, but because you become an American once you get back in America, and she's never seen that side of you. And so she loves you, and she's going to adapt to the American in you. And all of a sudden, you guys are having your first argument, like real argument, first fight. And I mean real fight without any violence. First time disappointing each other. First time she ever heard you complain. She's never heard you complain about nothing, ever. While you're in her country, you never complain. You get back to your country, you complain about the white man, you complain about this, you complain about your work, you complain about the government, you complain about food costs, you complain about the cost of food, you complain about gases, you complain about car prices. America just this month in the United States hit an all-time record. Did you know that for the first time in American history, a new car average price is $50,000? Average. I'm talking about an average ass Jetta, average ass Beetle, average ass Honda. Average new car is $50K. She ain't never seen you complain about no damn money, ever. And now you in the States getting on her last goddamn nerve, complaining. Because you know it's Americans, we love to complain. And she looking at you like you're not the man in which she fell in love with. I wish I could put it another way. And I know I hurt a lot of dudes' feelings today. I know I hurt a lot of dudes' feelings in the sense of like, you got your little girlfriend and I'm gonna bring her back to the States. You better double think about that. Like, are you really ready? Are you ready? Not her. She'll be ready. But are you ready to uproot that woman from her geographical location and help her prepare for your geographical location? And don't assume that she'll blend in. Prepare her for blending in. If you ain't ready for that, be ready for the results that what you get. And what most dudes get, the relationship ends. She doesn't have to cheat for it to happen. But I kid you not, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Right. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Shout out to Esco in the building. He said, why would you ever open up to any woman like that? What can she do for you anyway? What is she going to fix? I didn't get it, Esco, when you said, what would you... why would you open up to any woman like that? Like what? Give us a little bit of clarity. Give us a little bit of clarity. Shout out to you, brother. Glad to hear. He said, any used car. He said, any used car for me. Yep. That Honda Civic, for real. Gonna have to work till the wheels fall off. Correct. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen. I know I had my little rant, and I know a lot of y'all didn't want to hear that part. But this is a woman that's explaining, you know, why women prefer to stay in their own country.
Another root is her family. Mom, dad, brother, and sister. And so again, these are extended roots that make a woman happy because that's where she goes for support. That's where she goes for advice. And she doesn't feel alone because she is rooted with her friends and family. Number 3, this is her home. This is her home country where she knows culture, she knows language, which restaurant she likes to go, which clubs or bars she likes to go, which hobbies, dancing or hiking she likes to go. And all of that makes a woman happy and complete.
I think about going to the Dominican and treat myself. What kind of cars they got over there?
They drive mopeds.
Oh, what they got? They got something with like long hair, light skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait.
Shannon Sharp talking about he going to DR. Okay, Shannon.
That's the DR. Like you talk. Oh, you talk about Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What they do out there?
Oh, Lord.
Man, you know, if it don't, when I travel for soccer reasons only. So if it ain't got nothing to do with soccer,
I'm gonna sock something. Oh, that what you talking about? Okay. Well, okay. I'm cool now. Cool now.
Oh, DR. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm
okay.
going.
I done heard the story. I done heard the story about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, you had me confused. I'm like, DR. You don't even like baseball like that. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
The community is affecting us.
I'm not infected. I have papers to prove I'm not infected.
When you meet a young lady, don't start vetting her for a relationship 1 week after you met her. You know what I'm saying? You're going to like her a lot. You're going to be feeling her a lot, but don't.
This is my man, Mr. Pro for You. Him and his wife YouTube channel is Love, Purpose, and Passports. Great couple. Just great couple. He went down to DR while everybody else, true story, while everybody else was in Sosua, his boys that he would go down to DR with were still in Sosua dealing with pay-for-play chicks. He ventured off, met him a good woman in Santo Domingo, and they have been together forever. And I'm talking about an excellent couple, man. Really, really good couple. So when you guys get a chance, and moderators, if you don't get a chance, could you drop the YouTube channel Love, Purpose, and Passports so we all can subscribe and support this couple. And this brother and this sister, they were going back and forth in their relationship. He was still in the States for 7 years. He flew back and forth. They were boyfriend. I don't want to use the term boyfriend, girlfriend, but they were in a relationship for 7 years before he was in a position to be in DR full time, married, and now he's been over there living his best life, man. And she is a wonderful woman. Yeah, a lot of dudes don't know, bruh. Hey, Nazarene, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Let them dudes keep on being in northern DR, and the rest of us that go to southern DR. Man, if I was a DR dude, I wouldn't be in Sosua. You bet that. I would definitely be in Santo Domingo. And they got some baddies there too. Dude be sleeping on Santo Domingo too.
Do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to crash and burn. You ain't even out of that old phase yet. You see what I'm saying? You're not out of that. You know, you like, oh.
My husband still old phases me.
I still be in that old phase. Every now and then that old phase run up on me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah.
Yes, I get old phased.
But don't be telling yourself you all in love and this is the one after the first week or after the second week or after the third week. You got time. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself, man, I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just drunk. I'm tripping. But enjoy it. You understand?
And they're always showing off little vacation spots that they go to around DR that you could take other women to and enjoy yourself in DR. So they're always on their channel, they're always showing you, and on their Facebook page, they're always showing you. So once again, moderators, if you get a chance, drop the link to Love, Purpose, and Passports on YouTube. At the end of the day, that's all we ask. that man smiling. That's why you stay out of, keep that woman out of states, to keep your smile going.
We are each other's type spiritually. You know, I don't have to worry about if I need a little bit of prayer, you know, and then she break out a case with her chicken bones in it and throw it on some kind of like Scrabble board or something. I don't.
He's stupid, but he's making a good point. You want to make sure that you're with somebody that is that you are evenly yoked. If you're a Christian, you might want to find you a Christian woman. If you're a Catholic, you might want to find you a Catholic woman. If you are a dude that's Islamic, you might want to find an Islamic woman and so forth. If you're a spiritual person, you may want to find somebody that's spiritual. Here in Colombia, among the Afro-Colombians, many of them are Catholic, but many of them hold to the African religions. So they might throw a bone or slay a chick. And I kid you not, guys, I'm not saying something flippantly and disrespectful. They may slay a goat, a chicken, a pheasant. That's a part of their religion. You have to be willing to accept that if you're dealing with relationships with certain women in Afro-Colombian community. Their YouTube channel, once again, guys, if you get a chance to drop the link, it is Love, Purpose, and Passports. Love, Purpose, and Passports. He said, dog, I still can't wait to get back and be there permanently. Yes, sir, Crypto. Shout out to you being in the building. IMF said this. He said, but Dre, are Latin women loyal during marriage? He said, because I've been seeing tens, if not hundreds of videos of loyal couples growing old together and happy. I will say this, and this is easy, an easy answer. This is why I always say, vet the family. What do I always say? My three areas. I'll say this. My 3 areas of looking for a good woman in any country. You ready? First, be a man of standards. If she does not meet your true standards that you know that you're going to have for the next 50 years, I don't tolerate this, but I'm able to work with that. For example, ain't no woman that smoke weed or cigarettes or cigars going to be around me. That's my standards. I can't stand smoke. I'll smoke a cigar every blue moon. That's me. But my woman ain't smoking no damn cigar, and you damn sure ain't gonna smoke no weed if I don't smoke weed. Now, if y'all smoke weed together, that's cool, and that means that y'all gel together. But if I don't smoke weed, I ain't gonna be getting with a chick that smoke weed. If I don't smoke squares, if I don't smoke cigarettes, right? I'm not getting with a woman that smokes cigarettes. Those are my standards that last for 50 years, right? I'm not gonna get with a chick that's one of these online IG beggar chicks. That's one of my standards. I don't need a chick begging me all the time. I don't care how hot you are. If I always got, every time I see you, and you guys know what I'm talking about. There are women out there that every time you see them, you feel like you got to reach in your pocket because you know what she about. Standards. That's number one. My standards. I have expectations of the woman. I need a woman that's spiritual. Life is hard for men, especially us black men. I need a woman that's because since I'm a Christian, she needs to be a Christian. Now she may be Catholic or full-fledged Protestant Christian, but I need somebody that's gonna be reading the Bible and we're doing Bible studies together. I'm sorry. Andrea is a Christian, Protestant, like we are. She was a Catholic, but she gave her life to the Lord 3 years ago in church. So now Andrea is like, shoot, you talking about somebody that's on fire for the Lord. So now she talks about to her family about Christianity and how God loves us, and you don't got to go to a priest. And so she's talking to her family and being an example to her family. So I need somebody that's gonna pray for me, bro. I'm a black man in this world. I need some angels around me because I got enough demons trying to come against me. I need God's presence. I need the Holy Spirit. I need fellowship with positive people. I need people that volunteer in communities. I need that. And I need a woman that's on board with that. Standards. I need a woman that believes in loyalty. Not just with me. I need a woman that's like, she ain't never cheated on a dude. That ain't how she move. She will leave a motherfucker before she cheat on a motherfucker. I need one of them. There are women out there that do not cheat in all these countries. She will leave your black ass before she cheat on your black ass. Standards. So I need a woman. I needed to have standards. Number two, I needed a woman that had standards. Number two, I do not need a woman that's going to put up with everything about Andre. No, I need a woman that's going to say, I don't put up with that. Oh, we're not doing that in our house. No, I know you were doing that when you were single, but we're not, no, I'm not tolerating that either. I need a person that is a woman enough to have her own standards too. She doesn't put up with smoking because she doesn't smoke. She doesn't put up with domestic violence because she's not being violent verbally or physically to a man either. So if she's not spitting and hitting and kicking on me, who am I to spit and hit and kick on her? She has standards. You're not violent towards me. I'm not violent towards you. You don't yell at me. I don't yell at you. Me and Andre do not play that yell game in our relationship. That's why some of you guys have never seen me and Andre raise our voice at each other. Even if we disagree, we'll give each other a look, but that's just as far as it goes. Standards. My number three for finding a good woman in any part of the world, it's all in the family. I've said this 100 times, and some of you guys think I'm just kidding. Vet the family. If the family ain't shit, qualities will show up in her eventually. I don't care how sweet she is. I don't care about how much she's accomplished. I don't care about how nice she is. If it ain't no wives in that family, it's a reason. Not one. Her mama and daddy ain't married, but they've been together for 40 years. None of her sisters are married. She don't have no aunties married on her daddy's side or her mama's side. And you think that a marriage with her gonna work out with you. So you gonna be the first marriage in this all these generations and families that is gonna work out with your black ass because you American or Canadian or European. No, you better vet that damn family. Who gonna encourage her to be a good woman if she comes from a family of women that don't know how to be good women? Yeah, she come from a family of women that could cook, but she don't come from a family of women that knows how to jump the broom and knows covenant and knows how to be one with a man. Some of you dudes be scratching your head wondering how the hell they work out. Shit, let me see her family. I ain't even got to meet your woman who it didn't work out with. I ain't got to meet her. Let me see her family. Every quality that you will see that doesn't work out with you, whether she becomes mouthy or rude or she thinks she's a diva, I bet you can backtrack that shit to them women in her family. Whether it be 1, 2, or 10. Vet that damn family. Stop being so mesmerized by her. Oh my God, she's introduced me to her family. Motherfucker, you need to be sitting up there with Andrea family while they were vetting me. I was vetting their ass. I'm sitting up there with, okay, yeah, all right, they own a what? Okay, there we go. How many of y'all been in school? Okay, oh yeah, okay. Who work in this family? Oh, everybody got a job. Okay, how much property y'all own? Oh, all y'all own y'all home. Okay, all right, there we go. Any of y'all go to church? Any of y'all Christians, Catholics? Okay, we got. All right, there we go. How long y'all been married? Okay, you 40. Oh, 40. Okay, there we go. 35. How long was grandma married to granddad? Oh, 52. Okay. What about on dad's side? How long was y'all? Oh, almost 6. Okay, almost 60 years. Okay, cool. There was. I knew, dude. The last of Andrea's cousins on both sides of the family got married last month. That's how many wives are in my wife's family. If y'all ass don't start vetting these damn families around the world and stop like, well, she's so nice and she's so sweet and she's so and she's so innocent. Dude, I don't care how nice she is. She didn't pick up her habits from you. She picked up the habits of life from them. And what you don't see today, your ass might see in 3 years. And now you mad at yourself because you done drug her back to the States. And she starts showing all those qualities that have been a part of her family for 4 generations. Vet the family. I will let a woman go in a minute. If the family ain't shit, I know that she eventually gonna show those qualities. It might not be today, it might not be next year, but year 5, all of a sudden your marriage, all hell break loose. Or you're being your woman and y'all not married, but all hell break loose. Year 7, you wonder what the hell is going on with her. The family. She ain't doing nothing but doing what her mama, grandmama, cousins, her female cousins and aunties doing. She ain't doing nothing new. I don't know why you acting all surprised. She is literally imitating the family. Everything about Andrea she does is a reflection of those people that I met, her family. She doesn't have to just talk to me about situations. She talked to the ladies in the family. That's her circle of friends. Her family. Why? Because it's a bunch of damn wives that talk about wife shit. Why would you marry a woman that's not surrounded by wives? Those are my 3 areas that I use, my initial 3 tools. I have standards. She has to have standards. I have to vet the family while the family is vetting me, because I might not be shit. If you want to put that as number 4, I might not be shit. Are you vet worthy? I'm serious. Could somebody put you up under a microscope while they're learning about you? And could you pass the test? Because if you think that these families just gonna accept your ass because you American, them days are done. Oh wow, he's American. Nobody look at America like we the shit no more. There are countries, dude, in Colombia. It will amaze you how many women be looking like, oh shit, an American. Hi, how you doing? Buenas. They don't be happy to see our asses anymore. Them days are done. Get that shit out your head. All that bullshit they say you in the United States, all you do that haven't traveled as much, I'm gonna give you a little tip. The years of America being the shit in the eyes of other countries is over. You can let that one go. Don't even put that in your suitcase. If you think you about to go to another country and the women gonna be like, oh my God, he's American, girl. You missed it. You missed that train. That was prior to COVID. After COVID, social media kicked in and they get the chance to see how we act for real, fighting in grocery stores, beating up grandmamas, getting in fights with kids and pastors and first ladies in church. Now social media, they get to see how we are with mass deleting each other. We deleting kids in kindergarten. That little glare that we used to have as Americans, they don't look at us like that no more. I don't know why y'all think that bullshit. If you ever think, I told y'all, Andrea get criticized for marrying an American. And she ain't the only one in this country that get criticized. Andrea gets criticized, and not by the men, but because they've seen America through the eyes of social media. They all say Americans are crazy, girl. I don't see how you marry one of them. Even though we say, I don't see how you with these crazy ass Colombians, these crazy ass Brazilians. We say that. But they still say about us, ain't no fucking way I will marry an American. Girl, you crazy. And my wife been going through that for almost 7 years. 7 years people have said that to my wife. And I know my wife is not the only one that goes through that. So that little glare that we think that we Americans and people just gonna worship, shit, don't nobody worship our asses no more. Them days are over. Get that out your head. So that's why I say my number 4 is, are you worthy? Can you make it past the vetting process? Or are you a Pookie? Are you a Nook, a Ray? Some of y'all relationships don't work out because y'all know y'all just, let's be real, y'all just some niggas from around the way. Y'all ain't black men. Some of y'all niggas. Can we be real? Most of us are black men, but some of you niggas try to imitate black men, and you get in front of these people families, these women families, and they see, girl, what, Poppy? That girl, that's a nigga. No, he's not. He's a black man. Listen to your father. You just brought a nigga in our house. If you don't get him out of this house, Poppy, but he's a black man and I love him. There is nothing about him says black man. Everything about him, from his shoes to how he sits, his attitude, his demeanor, says nigga. If you don't get this nigga out our house, what is wrong with you, girl? We did not raise you to bring niggas in our house. If we wanted niggas, we could have had you marry one of our own niggas in our own country. Get this American nigga out our house. Hey, sexy boo. Get this nigga out our house. Send his ass home. We already fed him. Send him home. But I love him. Can you pass the vetting? Can you pass it? See, you want to vet her and her family, but your ass can't pass the vetting if the family vetted you. That's funny. For real, you just brought that nigga in our house. I'm sorry. By the way, Dre said it first. Seriously, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all think y'all not getting vetted. Shh. Y'all think because these people are humble in some cases and they're quiet dude, once you get your ass in that taxi and heading back, the whole family having a meeting, and especially in Colombia, because the family's got like 9 WhatsApp groups. Okay, anybody that's dating in Colombia, am I lying? T-Mac, J. Clyde, am I lying? Colombian families got like 9, 10 WhatsApp groups. Colombian friends got 4 or 5 WhatsApp groups. They got a WhatsApp group for everybody. They got a WhatsApp group for just the ladies. They got a WhatsApp group. I'm telling y'all, bruh. Andrea family the same way. They got the family WhatsApp groups. Plural. Shit. It ain't like I'm telling y'all a lie. Shout out to Theo being in the building. He said, I'm a low-level Pookie. He said, I stay at home. He said, I will be moving to Detroit and marrying Keisha. Maybe she'll let me sleep on her sofa. What sofa? Keisha ain't got no sofa. She in Detroit? Yeah, Keisha ain't got no sofa. She got a love seat. That's the best you gonna get. He said, if I'm good in bed, there we go. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, but being serious, you need to shape up in Colombia. When meeting these families, they do not play. That is so true. That's so true. Let me be quiet for a while and let the videos roll. Shout out. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, El Guapo knows. Shout out to the Kingmaker in the building. He say facts on the WhatsApp group with Colombians. He say it's crazy. Yes, Colombia. They will have groups inside of the groups inside of the groups. That's the crazy part. So they'll have a whole group for all their friends, right? And they all can talk. But then these friends branch off and have an all-female group. But then they will have we got the one gay friend. So they'll have a group with all females, but the one gay friend, he could get in. But then they got, oh, my family cool with your family? Now they got the family. Dude, they got so many WhatsApp. This woman got so many WhatsApp groups in her phone. Family and friends. I thought we as travelers had a lot of WhatsApp groups. Who knew, my friends? Shout out to my brothers being in the building. Theo says this. He said, Maria in Medellin said that I was too poor for her. He said, I don't deserve a Colombian. I'm poor. You are funny. You are funny. Yeah, man. I'm not worthy of her. He say, I belong to the Pookie Maker homeless shelter. Get this masked man. Get this masked man. Let's go back to the video. I'm going to shut up for quite a while.
You know, that's cool for some people, but that's just not really my get down. You see what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I need a verse or a prayer. She's going to give me that. So.
I don't have chicken bones. So.
See what I'm saying?
Ladies, you want to know why our black men be choosing these white bitches?
Y'all worrying about white women worrying about black women. Ain't nobody worried about the Asian woman. The Asian woman taking everybody man and they in the gym getting thick.
5 things why a lot of foreign men date and marry Filipino women. We Filipinos are very family oriented. We respect traditions, cultures, and family values. Our love language is act of service. We cook and we make sure that our husbands are fed. We are faithful. As much as possible, we don't want to have a broken family. We stay with our husbands. We are low maintenance. We don't need heavy makeup or plastic surgeries to look beautiful. And last but not the least, we are intimate. If here in America, you only get it once a week, oh, with your Filipino wives, you can get it every day. You can ask my husband about it. Thanks for watching.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
When do you plan to get married?
Before 30, for real. Because after you're 30, it's not easy for you to go on a date that you say like, I'm 29, I'm 30. He'll be like, why are you single for a long time? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you need to get married before 30, for my opinion.
Right now, have you ever had like marriage proposal from any man?
Nah.
Never?
They're not talking about marriage at all.
Have you have any engagement proposal?
No, not at all.
Are you kind of like ready to get married right now or not yet?
I'm ready. So I'm ready before 30, but have to make sure that guys, you can trust them.
Would you ever get married to someone that has a kid, has a baby with another woman?
I don't care. I can handle their kids. I can take care of their kids. I don't care. If he really like me, he really love me, I don't care. His kids, I'ma love him and love his kids also.
What's your Instagram or TikTok ID?
My Instagram is Curvy Goddessa. I'm from Thailand.
Cultural shocks. When an American marries a Myanmar woman, 1. Americans expect Myanmar women to look
A lot of times we don't talk about Myanmar. Shout out to Myanmar women.
Characteristically Southeast Asian. Then they arrive and see a woman with porcelain skin peeling onions like she is filming a silent skincare commercial. Some look East Asian, some look South Asian, and some look like a mix no one even has a label for. 2. Myanmar women are expected to be gentle, obedient, patient, and capable of running the entire household like a one-person government. If the husband is jobless, the wife is still both the breadwinner and the homemaker, a structure that feels like stepping into a preserved past. 3. Myanmar has no everyday phrases like, get well soon or take care of yourself. Verbal affection is rare, so even a simple gesture like checking her temperature can feel overwhelming, almost like an emotional reboot. 4. A short skirt in Myanmar can attract instant attention or gentle scolding from strangers. As a result, many Myanmar women feel half naked in anything above the knee, even in the US. Dresses stay in the closet like museum artifacts, while jeans function as a psychological force field. 5. Myanmar dating is pure, simple, and as far removed from Western hookup culture as Mars is from Earth. But in rural towns, American men carry unusual symbolic weight. Some women may start a friendly conversation and invite a foreigner home out of genuine hospitality. A brief chat often turns into a family gathering, with relatives treating the guest as someone already orbiting the clan and discussing the wedding menu before he even sits down.
Black women are the only race of women who literally will sit and talk about black men. You don't hear the Chinese women talking about Chinese men and the shit they do wrong. You don't hear Hispanic women talking about Hispanic men. You don't hear Arab women talking about Arab men. And you definitely really ever see white women talking about white men.
My brother El Guapo says this. Say, Dre, tell him about the nicknames Colombianas have for everyone. He said, my brother-in-law are Gordo and Negro. He said, along with Guapo, which means handsome. He said, in my wife's family, she also calls me Ogorito. True. He said, like Shrek, like ogre. Yeah, like Shrek. Yeah, there's a lot of nicknames. That is so true. He said, yeah, American women are legit done for. He said, Myanmar women are indeed beautiful. And he said, you meet someone's with a little thickness, or someone's with a little thickness. Yes, sir. Shout out to you guys. He said, don't talk about them in public like that.
All these other races of women will literally do anything they can to protect their race of men, except for black women. And I just don't fucking understand why. Black women grew up hating their black fathers, and that's the fucking reason why they hate black men.
You've had plenty of if you've been with all these unsuitable men, you've had plenty of suitable men that just weren't exciting enough.
Exactly.
But what did your dad do for a living?
He owns retirement homes.
Are your mother and father married?
No.
All right. So I don't care about what you want. What do you need?
What do I need? I need a man to bring stability in my life. I need a man to profess, protect, and provide. Yes.
This is the Miss America book, because that's the Miss America goddamn answer. World peace and feed the kids. Profess, protect, and provide. Now, you need somebody to check you. No, but thing is, ma'am, do you know what you need?
Yes.
Because I'm going to just go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here. You've had plenty of men throw money at you, throw all kinds of stuff, and you've had all that, and you still ain't happy.
You're right.
Stability meaning what?
I just need a man who's consistently himself, not just like, so my past 2 relationships is like they go hard and then once they got me, they fall off.
Of course.
Oh, I thought
so. I just need a man to be consistent.
Why do you think?
Hey, Ron, I thought I was the only one that noticed the face. I've been looking at Kevin's face the whole time she talking, man. Hilarious.
What do you think that is?
Because they look at me through Instagram and they think this one thing like, oh, IG model. But what they do not know is that I'm corporate and I'm very humble. So once they find out like, oh, this girl is really just an everyday girl.
Usually because of the kid.
Oh, no, he had 4 kids.
That don't matter with us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me back up. You're a whole mess. And see, I'm letting this play because you've been honest. But ma'am, look, women with pretty privilege, I have really little to no sympathy for women like that because you have more opportunities than most women and you mismanage them.
You're right.
I mean, could you date an average average black man making $40,000 a year? Honestly.
Honestly, no. I expect a man to make as much as I do or more.
What range are we talking about?
6 figures.
That can go.
I bet you 9 times out of 10 she works for her father. Remember, she said her father owns several retirement homes. I bet you she's just another daddy's girl, and she works for daddy, making those 6 figures.
100,000 to 900.
He has to make at least over 140,000.
According to what you're saying, the facts, the data, the statistics call bullshit. That's number one. Number two, if black men aren't capable of leading or doing anything, they don't say jack shit when he gets a white woman. Because you must be saying he's an inferior leader.
Yeah,
don't worry about it when Maria comes along. Okay. I didn't interrupt what you were saying. I'm just saying 54% of black men are single and childless, 61% in the middle class. The average black man earns $42,000. The average white man earns $51,000. There is more than $9,000 difference between how the average white woman treats the average black man. But all we hear from black women is, you ain't proven to us that you should be leading in this, you ain't that. And the numbers say wrong. 2.5 million black men in the upper class. Y'all aren't following nobody.
Groups of women who are taking the high value men, there are three groups of women: Latinas, Asians, and Eastern.
Eastern European women.
A lot of people see Russian women as gold diggers that just want your money. They're out for your money. And I can see how that could be perceived so, but it's different in Europe. They, bring someone flowers, bringing them a box of chocolates, that means a lot to them there. My wife wants me to bring her flowers so bad. It's not trying to, have somebody cater to you. They just want to feel special. But they do in America too, but it doesn't bring the same results in America. In America, you're supposed to do it for me. Mm-hmm. In Europe, it's like, oh my God, you did this for me. So that 90 Day Fiance thing is, is kind of twisted between two different worlds, because people viewing it are seeing these girls as maybe being gold diggers and just want a visa, and they're actually just really honestly looking for love. But one thing I would recommend, if you do find a woman that is, that is marriage material, I would highly suggest, if you can afford it, live in that country.
My country, we have saying, stay away from men with excessive facial hair.
Is that true?
No, you dumb fuck. Everything I say is bullshit, but you believe me because I have accent and I never smile.
No, because this is so true. When I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in a Russian community, and all my friends were Russian. Well, most of my friends were Russian. And I am telling you, like, these girls, I had never seen a Russian chick dress like in pajamas, or I never seen a Russian girl look bummy ever. They were dressed to the nines. They always look good. They always smell good. Hair, makeup done, everything always done. And these were the it girls. And I'm so glad for that experience, because they taught me some secrets. Like, I will always be overdressed, like you saw in my video. I learned that from the Russian girls. So y'all are amazing.
Why Eastern European women are better than American women. I lived in Poland and Ukraine, and first off, the girls are just much less overweight. A lot of them are in shape or otherwise thin. Okay, and they're wearing makeup and high heels out in public even when they go to the grocery store. Whereas American women are typically wearing sweatpants and eating fast food. Now, internally, they're just a lot more feminine. They're a lot more sweet, more respectful. They play less games. Okay, they're less flaky. And they're not fronting and putting themselves on a pedestal trying to act like they're better than you. Okay, so internally and externally, they just blow American girls out of the water. Now, to grab my best converting Tinder opener for free, you can check out the link in the bio.
A lot of women, black women, need to understand something, that your biggest enemy is not a white woman. Your biggest problem is not, not a white woman. Your biggest enemy is Marisol. Your biggest enemy is the Hispanic woman. She understands how to season food. She understands sensuality, femininity,
and she was raised in a patriarchal environment. The difference between femininity and fake femininity is amazing. The Latina problem. Black women, you have a problem. Her name is Maria. Marisol. Love some brothers. And if you notice, they are the old, go to the old black side of town and you will see Hispanics. And the difference used to be the Hispanic men and the men of each group used to kind of keep each other out of the way. Now, interracial dating, intercultural dating, whatever, is not as taboo as it used to be. And when you're talking about what you bring to the table, these women are bringing tables. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. A lot of women get upset when you ask, what do you bring to the table? And these women are bringing tables. Adios mio, papi. How are you? Yeah, your lead speak that shit. Yeah, they bringing tables. I don't like hot food, but trust me, I will get over it. I'm going to learn how to eat. I'm going to start. You hear me playing bossa nova music? I already do salsa and the tango and the merengue and the samba. I'm fuck around starting. You know what, man? Y'all get mad when brothers date out. Hey, well, you know, split the difference. Get Maria. Get Maria. It's not really like dating out. It's not really like dating out if it's Maria, is it?
Quiero mi morena, tan rico que se ve. Morena, mira como mueve así, morena.
I need your love, I need your time, when everything's wrong.
As a man who has traveled overseas and actually gotten married to a foreign woman and loving it, I would say I would welcome this, you know. And I'm not here to bash on women, you know, in the States, but there is a difference. It is a difference. I'm not even being funny. And if you ever want to see what that difference is, I mean, it's all over the internet. The only thing I would say for women is, instead of, you know, taking it as a slight, take it as constructive criticism. But I digress. Let's go on to the next one, you guys.
All right. And I digress. And that's the end of our video site. Shout out to my brother T-Mac with the $10 love over on the Cash App for the Children's Cancer Foundation. And at the end of the day, guys, it is really all about options. You know, we talk about that a lot on this channel, and a lot of guys don't realize that you really do have options. And I sit back and I see other happy couples like ours and El Guapo and his wife and son, and my brother Love, Purpose, and Passports over there in Santo Domingo, and Jay Clyde, and all you other guys, man, that may not be married, but you're in solidified relationships, such as my man Ronan the Travelers. You know, Ronan Travelers. It's just great to see us taking advantage of options. And I think that's the part that a lot of women are upset with, because they thought we were going to live the rest of our days not realizing that we had options. And now that we do, it is up to you now. The choice is all up to you, whether you're going to take advantage of those options or not. Like I said, there are good women in the States. Take advantage of it. There are great women out of the States. Take advantage of it. Either way, the choice is up to you, because you have one thing, and that is a choice. Shout out to all you guys. Yeah, don't sleep on the Asian women, among others. He said Ukraine should not be number one. He said should not be number one. Yes, sir. Even though I've had some fun times with the Ukrainian ladies. Crypto Dragon, appreciate you, brother. Emperor, glad that you guys are here. My man Ronald said this. He said, my homie's Ukrainian wife here in Japan. She's 45'9". I know she looking good. Sexy as, I already know that. Especially when she speaks Japanese. Oh, man, the Ukrainian chick. Come on. Come on, Theo, the Ukrainian chick that speaks Japanese. You got to show her some love. Shout out to you, Ronald. That's what's up. He said, evacuate the plantation, brothers, for real, to the chopper, to the chopper. Shout out to my man, Ben Dixon of the Dixon family being in the building. He said, agree, brothers. Well, let me let you guys go. We'll get together mañana, tomorrow. And shout out to all you guys that made it out tonight. I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys more than you realize. Let's get some outros going. Let's see. We'll start here.
Baby, tan lejos y tan cerca, como enero y diciembre. Es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Tu bebé ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes. Con las ganas de ser mala y decente. En la madrugada te encanta, cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada tú conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás traga, yo también espero que se note. Yeah, baby, presiento que tú eres lo llamado felicidad, que hasta la cama la ponemos a temblar. Tus padres hablan, pero no saben nada más. Lo que tú sientes conmigo, la adrenalina baby dándote casico, yeah. Y pues baby pa' que sigo, si no escuchan lo que digo, es de nosotros saber cómo va mi amor, tocándonos y sernos de la madrugada. Te encanta cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada tú conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás traga, yo también espero que se note, yeah. Y espero que se note, vale mucho más que los lingotes. Somos la bichote y el bichote, tu reggaetón puro, perreamos duro y down. Se nota que estoy tragado. Lo vi venir, por ahí más o menos a las 12. Hay que vivir, hay que sentir, que tú me revives con tu roce, yeah. Baby, cada noche, yeah. Al amanecer, yeah. Baby, cada noche, baby, tan lejos y tan cerca, como enero y diciembre. Es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Tu bebé ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes. Con las ganas de ser